Follower already.
Welcome to one of this year's most challenging races, where the combination of high speed and complex corners makes this one of the drivers' favourite tracks. It's time for the Japanese Grand Prix. A lap of this historic racetrack covers 3.6 miles, and it's the only time during the season that we race on a figure-of-8 racetrack. The drivers can expect some intense G-forces through the 18 corners on offer here as they experience some of the highest average apex speeds on the Formula One calendar. And keep an eye out for overtakes going into the final chicane.
Yes, we are back, folks. Yes, it is that time. Parabolical eSports time. We have a full grid. Yes, Division 1 Oceania. And with me, as always, how's he, mate? How are you, bud?
I'm all good, brother. I'm all good.
That's
a little bit rushed this morning, but we're there. We're here.
We are certainly here, mate.
Looking forward to this one.
Yeah, definitely. Suzuka, Japan, folks. Is well, we thank Crofty for that bit of introduction. But get these boys to ready up. I'll just put a message in there, Paddock. So I'll leave it with you, Housey. I'll put the championship tables up so Housey can go through them with you guys.
Okie dokie. Let's have a look then.
Hang on a minute. Oh, I had to reset. They're not there properly. Oh, 1 sec. Shame. Close up.
Alright, while you're doing that, I'll give... we've got a new follower already this morning. It's Lightning4435. So, asking for a shout out in the chat. So, big shout out to you, Lightning. Thanks for joining and watching. Hope you enjoy the race. We've got Curly in the chat too. Lukey boy. Upton. Right, so here's the championship standings then. Let's give these... Hang on, they've gone again, but I've got them written down anyway. So, championship standings. We've got a new race leader, well, not race leader, but championship leader in Snooey, who's up from last week on 215 points. We've then got old mate Kurt in P2, who's down to second with 200 points. We've got old boy staying in third with 196. We've got One Slick Mofo, who's up one place and up to 171 points. Fifth comes Smakinda on 160. Sixth, we've got Macedonia on 125. Then we've got a bit of a gap back to Johnny M4 in seventh on 57 points. Next comes Fury Strap in eighth on 50 points. Next along is Nat Hammer, who hasn't been with us all that long. He's been putting in some great performances and got himself up into P9 with 47 points. We've then got P White, alright, in P10 with 36 points. Chasey Dane, the admin, in 11th on 33, followed by Dirty Orange in 12th on 14 points. Big Match Johnny behind him in 13th on 12 points. Don Under Fire in 14th on 10 points. We've then got Absolute in 15th on 2 points. And then we've got a debutant tonight in VSR Roscoe Arm in 16th, so wish him luck for his first race. He's a top lad. We've got Volts in 17th on 0 points. How do you say that? Notzi, he's a new driver. He will be available next week, I do believe, on 0 points, obviously, because he hasn't raced yet. And Tollers on 0 points in 19th. The constructors, you got the constructors, Kate?
Yes, I'm trying to work that out. I have to reset. I've got to redo them ones as well. So you can go through them. I'll put them up on the screen in a second.
We'll get there in a second. So, we're into the race. Nice clear skies at the moment. So it looks like a dry Q1 at least. I'll wait for these boys to get their setups loaded in, get out there and start making some headway. Some of these boys, we've obviously got some tier 2 Oceania drivers in today who have had the luxury of doing a race on Friday, so they've had a bit of a run at it. Obviously got a little bit of knowledge to go along with it. We had a bit of weather in that race at the end, so okay, give me 2 seconds then, and I will do it the old school way. I will do it the old school way for anyone that wants to know, just so we don't exclude them. So, I've got the constructors here. So first is McLaren on 375. Second is Red Bull on 304. Third is Renault on 272. Fourth is Mercedes on 232. Williams come along in fifth on 185. AlphaTauri in sixth with 120. Seventh is Haas on 104. Eighth is Alfa Romeo on 52. Ferrari sit P9 on 48. And Racing Point round out the 10 constructors with 39 points.
Fantastic. Thank you, Housey. Yeah, sorry, folks. Yeah, had a bit of a technical issue at the start. We had to reset everything. And, yeah, the constructors' points I can't quite bring up for you while we are live. So, yeah, I got the drivers' ones all done, which is probably, at the moment, this most important one. Because like Housey did touch on, it's heating right up. And at the start of the week, well, a couple of days ago, to be fair though, Housey, there was a couple of blokes missing. The guys at the very pointy end of this championship. There was Snooey, Mofo, and old mate Kurt all decided, well, I can't really make it this one. And put a message out in the Discord, who really wants it? Because, of course, excuse me, they're all fighting for the championship. And Snooey put his hand up, and of course, yeah, he's back on the grid, as you can see there. Still in the garage, of course. But at the moment, it's Old Boy. Old Boy first to blink. He was leading our championship there, Housey. And, well, in a blink of an eye, mate, it's all turned on its head a little bit, mate.
Yeah, he was looking solid for a good few weeks there, and all of a sudden, it's just the wheels have dropped off the wagon slightly in the last, what, 3 weeks?
Yeah, that's right.
Obviously,
yeah,
Snooey's had two wins in the last 2 weeks, I think, back-to-back wins for Snooey. The week before that was one slick, I do believe. So, old boy, looking to refine some form here.
Exactly right, mate. And of course, Snooey, known as a couple of names, Daniel Ricciardo's biggest fan, or Mr. Popcorn Man. Hasn't made an appearance in our Twitch chat yet, but I'm sure when you see him, he'll just put those buckets of popcorn as what he does every stream we do, and it's fantastic. Of course, the camaraderie in the not only in the server but in every division is fantastic to see. Of course, helping out Mad G a little bit, as we do know he's a little bit under the weather, and just done some Div 4 admin stuff as well. And even the guys and girls in there, fantastic. The camaraderie is live and well throughout the league, of course. As Absolute retires from the session, has he binned it? Absolute.
Yeah, he's binned it.
He's binned. There you go. There you go. The S's has already bitten somebody.
Out.
Yeah, the boys is in the chat. Suicide 5, how are you, mate? Nat Hammer, reserves or Div 2, boys? Well, here's your opportunity, mate, for another good result. Nat Hammer, of course, got his first podium with us last week, I do believe, mate. P2 it was, and it was a great drive by him. He'd be looking for another solid performance, how's he?
He's done, again, like I touched on in the standings there when I was doing that. He's been very impressive, Nat Hammer, since joining us. Very good driver. Obviously climbing those ranks. Old boy's about to set his lap then, so he's going to open our times, and he does so with a 1:27.403.
I do believe it might be Toller's next. It certainly is. He's about to set his time now of a 1:27.5. Behind him, there is a Racing Point. I'm not too sure if that's Volts. It is certainly Volts.
Yeah,
one of the flying Kiwis, folks. And we're going to touch on one of the flying Kiwis because he used to, well, that's a 1:26.7. And that is a cracking time from the lad. We've got a McLaren of Snooey with a 1:26.6. Behind him, Mr. Fury Strat is just starting his lap. And Chasey Dane, same deal. There is another McLaren out there. I do believe that might be Smakinda out there, but he is invalidated, unfortunately. There also is a Merc of Dirty Orange furthest along, so we'll stick with him. But Harass. Well, of course, Queen's birthday long weekend for us down here in the land down under. And, well, Harass.
That's a joke.
Yeah.
Sorry.
We're going to claim it anyway.
Yeah,
but
You get a day off for it. We don't. What the hell's that about?
Well, you tell me, mate. You gave us this bit of a paradise.
I mean,
and,
come on.
There's
Yeah,
jealousy.
exactly.
There
We
is
give you the land and then we give you more days.
There's jealousy
Jesus.
throughout your voice there, Housey. Just rein it in a little bit. But Dirty Orange sets a 1 minute 29.4. As well, there's a bit of a banker lap there. There is Brad Tay about to set his time. Same deal, a 29.4 as well. So these boys, of course, well, Brad Tay especially had a great result last week, on Friday, excuse me. So
the silent assassin, as we call
the
him.
silent
Brad Tay.
assassin. Yeah, is old boy going again? Let's just see what. No, he's going into the pits. So those boys who have already done a time, looks like they're going into the pits.
Fury?
Yeah, we'll stay with Fury Strat. But as I was touching on before, Harass used to be a full-time Div 1 driver, of course. Touched on it a few times throughout the Div 2 streams. But got a new job. Obviously couldn't commit to the times, but enjoying the long weekend, meaning he's put his hand up to reserve and he's currently out there on track at the moment. Is Harass in the Red Bull. So he's jumped in Mofo's seat and, well, let's just see what Harass can do, of course. Chasey Dane is about to set his time. Of course, this division's admin, and he sets a 1 minute 28.2 to get himself up and running.
Fury putting a lap there of a 127.8 in P6. We've got Smakinda who's just popped up into P6 with a 127.6. Got a Merc about to cross the line. Let's have a look. Johnny M4 sticking it in the pits. So has it got Ferrari here? Brad Tay about to cross the line. Currently P9. Improves on his time, but doesn't improve in position. He goes a 128.6.
Yeah, we're watching.
Teammate behind him.
Watching Macedonian at the moment. He's on a timed run. Is Big Match Johnny's just starting a lap. So, yeah, I think Macedonian's furthest along here.
Oh, the orange is spun.
Yes, he has. He's still moving because that dot. Oh, there you go. He is moving. So that's good to see. But, yeah, Macedonian in the all-important second sector. He is approaching Spoon. There it is there. This double left-hander. Fantastic corner, this one here. And it's all about the exit on the run up to 130R. Macedonian is on a lap. There's still plenty of time remaining in this session. 10 minutes, folks. 10 minutes. So these boys will understand that. They'll understand that this track will rubber in as this session gets underway and progresses. As we have a new follower, Hauser. We have a new follower. It is Una-Ax Gamer, or Una-Ax Gamer. Welcome to the stream. This is Parabolical eSports as Macedonian. Sets a 1 minute 27.3. That is P3 at the moment, as the Popcorn Man has joined the chat. There he is. He's answered our calls. Those buckets of popcorn are becoming famous. And that is the Snooey.
Sweet or salted, that's what I want to know.
Well, some things are probably left off stream, mate.
Brad Taylor, he's going to stick it in. So we've got Lukey Boy, a reserve for tonight. About to set his opening lap. Coming into the final chicane.
Oh, he took a lot of that. But
that was tight. That was tight.
Yeah, he did. He certainly did. But of course, you can do that there in this one here. And he sets a 1 minute 28.1 for good old Lukey Boy. Behind him, there is two Husses. Well, yeah, they've just started their lap.
The five boys.
The five boys have put their hand up to reserve. Of course, you can see them in the Division 2, well, stream, of course. They are resident drivers. S5 is the admin, of course. Excuse me. The lad who requires a bit of grooming is what he likes to say. And, well, he's just navigating those S sections, of course, in Sector 1. And here he goes. S5, of course, had a great result on Friday. Came third. So that's pretty good. It was his first ever podium.
Podium, wasn't it?
Yeah, he broke the duck on his maiden podium. Same with Black Moon. Black Moon broke the duck as well. Got P2, his maiden podium. The boys were ecstatic. I know S5 felt like an absolute rock star, and it was good to see his progression. But nevertheless, we are in Div 1 here, guys, and let's just see what he can do. of course, approaching 130R as we speak. And he, towards the end of the second sector, haven't really been paying attention too much on what the boys have been doing. But that is a 1 minute 11.3 at that point. So, yeah, looking not too bad. It's all about survival this session. Plenty of time still left. There's 7.5 minutes, folks. And let's just see what one of the 5 boys can do. Of course, the Div 2 admin is about to set his first flying time of this session. And that is a 1 minute 27.7. Behind him is yeah, he's not too bad. Pretty handy. Is 2.5. 2.5 sets of 27.3, if you don't mind. There is a Williams. Is that Roscoe Arm? Yes, it is.
No, it's Uncle Blue Dog next.
Oh, Uncle Blue Dog. There he is there. Sorry, mate. It is a 128.2. From him, there is a couple of guys out there, but we're going to stay with the debutant. Haven't really given him a lap, and we will eventually, of course. Let's just see what he can do, if he can get himself out of this session. But Roscoe Arm, his first lap in Parabolical, sets a 1 minute 27.0, and that is P3.
Nat Hammer had set a lap time as well just before the 5 boys there with the 128.2. Just on the in lap now, but we missed his across the line. So who have we got out there? A couple of boys on warm-up laps. A couple of boys on cool-down laps. Lukey boy, I think, is on a lap. I think he's furthest along. Just coming up to the Kobayashi hairpin.
He certainly is.
Or dubbed the Kobayashi hairpin. After that race, he passed like 5 people into that hairpin. One of the races. That was what, 2010, I believe.
Yeah. Stretching the memory a bit, but I think you're spot on there, Ozzy. I think you're spot on there, mate. So
that was when he was. He had a cracking race. I think he got a podium there as well, did he not?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he did, mate. Belted through the field, done it really nicely. Sent it where not many other people would. But Lukey sets a 1 minute 27.9, slightly quicker than his best, but stays 13th, mate. So we've got a couple of guys. There's Blue Dog has invalidated this run. He's charged everything up. So he's put it back in the pit lane. There you go. That's always the way. Suicide 5, whereabouts is he on track? No, he's in P11. And, well, he is absolutely on it. He's very much level pegging with his previous sector time, if we were to believe that split there. But he's approaching that hairpin as, dubbed the Kobayashi hairpin as Sallow there. How's he loves it? No, I think he's backed right off. He's backed right off, so that will not be a lap from him. Who's next, Housey? Who is next, my friend?
I believe it's Dirty Orange, 0.7 up at the moment, just come in through 130R and into the Casino Triangle last chicane.
There you go. So
very easy to lose it on the exit here, but let's see what he does. He keeps it clean, hugs that inside line, and makes a 128.3 to put him into P16. I think our boy Harass is on a lap as well.
I think Volts is going again here, mate. Volts is going again. He wants to improve. He does a 1 minute 26.7. Just improves by 600ths, but not enough to take top spot. You did say Harass was on a lap, did you not?
Yes, there he is. He's just coming into the Irish chicane now.
Be good to see. Good to see him in full flight, of course. Finally, get to see his pace again, which would be awesome for all you guys. And he sets a 1 minute 26.8, and he is well and truly safe there, guys. I'm not too sure who's coming around that last corner. Luke's put it in the pit lane. We have a McLaren out there. That is Smakinda on an outlap. Is there anyone on a bit of a push at the moment? Dirty Orange, has he gone again? Well, he's almost...
Dirty Orange, yeah, he's gone again, but I'm just waiting to see whether he's up. He should get a sector time in a minute. So he's just coming to the end of Sector 2.
So got Nat Hammer saying got blocked in quali. Well, you've got plenty of time to get one out. You've obviously recording your races, mate. We'll sort that out later on. But yeah, plenty of time there, mate. And Dirty Orange looked like he was doing a bit of a warm-up. No, he's not. He's not on a lap. All of his charge is turned right off, of course. There is Mr. Fury Strat very close behind him, about to start a lap. Who else is out there? Nat Hammer on an outlap as well. They're all on outlaps at the moment. Oh, where Smakinda goes round. Smakinda goes round, and there you go. That is his, well, it's not his session done, but he was on a lap there and, yeah, just navigated that. Whereabouts is he? In that Sector 1. Navigated that long sweeping left all wrong. Yeah, Dunlop corner, and there you go. So, That is his lap absolutely ruined. He's going to want to get back out on track as he's been disqualified from the session. Oh no, that is horrendous stuff from Smakinda. So Smakinda, we're only looking for another 2 more there, Housey. Only looking for another 2 more. We've got 18th, 19th, and 20th out of this session. So Brad Tay's currently out there on an outlap. So there he is there, of course, reserving in this division. Was going to be in that papaya McLaren. But, of course, Snooey put his hand back up to jump back into this race, of course. And, just before kickoff, P. White could not make it. So he jumped straight into that Ferrari as Harass quite comfortable there with a 1 minute 26.8. Puts that in
Johnny
the
M4 next along.
and is happy with that time.
Just coming through speed.
Yeah, very good. Thank you, Housey.
Yeah, be nice to see Harass not start from the back today and see what he can do.
Exactly right, mate. Exactly right. So Johnny's turned everything off, so he's not on a lap. Old boy will stay in the garage. Fury is slow as well. He's back well and truly out of that. The only ones that I think we should be watching, Brad Tay's down there. He can. He's in the danger zone, so that's where we'll be focusing, of course. We've got Dirty Orange out there on an outlap at the moment. Nat Hammer is in the pit lane. He's sitting 15th, so, I'm not too sure if he's out there or trying to make an appearance, but his teammate certainly is in Johnny M4. But Brad Tay, sitting 17th at the moment, wants to do better than what is that? P15 is a 128.2. And if you look pretty closely, folks, from P13 right down to P16, it's nip and tuck there, so it's only a few tenths. And, we do know if you approach the corner correctly, you can gain that instantaneously by using this track to your advantage, opening up the corners, of course, making those corners as straight as possible, Housey.
Yeah, you got to be, again, it's another track, I think I mentioned it the other week, you've got to be try to be quite smooth with it here, because the more aggressive you are, I find that the more lap time drops off. You just got to let it flow as much as you can. Obviously difficult to get a good setup here with a mixed nature.
Yeah, exactly.
But Brad Tay then, let's see if Brad Tay can get himself out of this drop zone. He's just exiting the final corner now. The run to line doesn't take the shortest run, interestingly enough. Oof. He does improve, but only P16. He's going to have another lap if he's got fuel. So who else? We've got Dirty Orange. Where's Dirty Orange? Dirty Orange is on an outlap, so is he going to make the line? Got 20 seconds to get there.
I'm sure he'll get there comfortably as well. Nat Hammer directly behind him as well. He's not. Excuse me. Nat Hammer's on an outlap, but I dare say, lately
he's not going to make it.
Surely he's not going to make it. But lately the game has been the focus has been off the game from obviously the powers to be. So people have been able to sneak through an extra lap, which has been quite interesting to be fair. But Dirty Orange 1.15 seconds quicker than he's been before. That last time round. Whoa, and he's lost it. He has lost it. There you go. Dirty Orange will be out. He will not improve. Brad Tay is the only one that can really make a dent in this, as Nat Hammer is still on an outlap. So have a look at that. He's about to watch cross the line now, Nat Hammer. And yes, the game has allowed him to do a lap. So Brad Tay can change this bottom 5 order.
Half a second up at the moment.
He certainly is.
Brad Tay. The silent assassin himself. Dirty Orange gets disqualified for trying to rejoin the track, I think, in those S-curves. So, 3-1-30 with Brad Tate. Just coming into that last chicane, the casino triangle. Oh, he had like a double dip there on the steering coming in. Is he going to take the shortest line? He doesn't. You need to hug that inside line.
Oh, there you
go,
go,
he moves himself out of the drop zone. There we go.
Fantastic. And Nat Hammer spun. Nat Hammer has spun. That's his session done as well. Oh, no.
Dunlop as well, I believe. Is that
yes,
Dunlop?
They've got it all wrong. Well, where we thought they weren't going to...
Oh, Fury right on the bubble. Ooh, Fury would have been sweating there.
Of course he would have, mate. That Hammer just hasn't been able to hook it up. So that's unfortunate. He will start 16th. We have our drop zone, Housey. It'll be Nat Hammer.
Go on. Nat Hammer, Big Match Johnny, Absolute, Smakinda and Dirty Orange. Obviously big shocks there for Nat Hammer because he's currently sitting, what did I say earlier, P9 in the championship, and even bigger deal for Smakinda because he is currently sitting P5.
There you go.
And Dirty Orange, where's Dirty Orange? Dirty Orange is 12th at the moment, so obviously the race isn't won on a Saturday. We've still got Sunday to go. and that's where it happens. Obviously, we don't know about the weather, Skate. We haven't had any
No, we
weather
have not
intel.
had any
so
weather
these
reports,
boys do
folks.
like to leave us hanging a bit.
That'll be them
Spice it up.
used to what Mad G used to say. Used to say, I don't want weather reports. But I have put the championship standings up there on stream for you guys. Guys and girls at home, there you go there. That's where they are. So that's where they're all at. So, of course, Snooey on top of the timing charts, on top of the championship. There you go with a 215 points and a 26.6. So, well, Volts ain't too far behind him either. So, one of the Kiwis are fired up, of course. Of course, Snooey is not a Kiwi, but Volts and Harass. Volts and Harass, I tell you what, those two used to be teammates. And if real life didn't change for Harass, who would have known what to have been? Of course, would have been a cracking team, Housey. But yes, get to see Harass Strutty stuff. And yeah, looking forward to the Q2.
Yeah. Obviously, if Ras had a full-time drive in this division, I do believe he would be up there challenging these front runners for sure. Yep. He's a great racer. We'll say a quick mention to Han, who's joined the chat. So, Good morning, Han. Thanks for coming along.
So there you go. She did touch on Nat Hammer, 16th. Ah, well, it's very unusual seeing him down there, but you'll know this for one thing, Housey. That lad never gives up. He never gives up. No. So he'll be there and thereabouts.
Good with recovery drives.
Yeah, he certainly is. Big match, Johnny, P17, absolute P18. Smakinda, P19, DQ'd, of course. Seen him have that spin and trying to get back on track. The game disqualified him. And same with Dirty Orange. Dirty Orange was on a lap, spun, and tried to get back out on track, and the game DQ'd him. So unfortunate from those two. But there you go. Q2 on its way.
So Meep Show is now showing up in the chat. Hello, Meep. Nice to see you.
There you go. So starting to get a bit of happenings in the chat. Sorry, folks. Haven't really been, well, I don't want to say paying attention to it, but yeah, it didn't really catch my eye there. I don't know why that was. Just having one of them days, I reckon, Housey. I'll have to make sure I sit myself nice and properly.
I've got your back covered. Don't worry.
Thanks, mate. Thanks, mate. So of
course, I'm just waiting for your.
don't go
sound
there.
Effects again this week.
Don't go there. Oh, vroom vroom, yeah. I still can't believe I did that. But anyway,
I love it.
Yeah, we'll push on, mate. We'll push on. You've got to make a fool out of yourself sometimes.
All right, let's put a quick stat out there, shall we? While we're waiting for these boys to get out.
2.0.
All right, so I don't know where Mad G is. I don't know whether he's around and watching. He likes to get in on these ones, but there are 3 drivers, World Championship drivers, obviously driver titles, not to have won here at Suzuka. Can anybody name them?
Ooh-hoo-wee. I will not participate. Give it for the viewers. Give it for the viewers. And yeah, there you go. So come on, get your guesses in. The question was, there are 3 World Championship drivers in history that have won a world title but have never won here. Can you name them?
No, Snowy, it's not Vettel.
Snowy's put in Vettel, no.
No, Meep Show. All 3 of them have won. Blue Dog. You ain't champion yet, son.
Yeah,
you ain't champion yet. You may be leading that division.
Yeah, look at him count up the points already, and hasn't even come to it. We've still got 4 rounds remaining, and anything can happen. Of course, these 2 divisions, they're well and truly alive, folks, championship standing-wise. And, well...
No, Curly.
No, you're definitely not Curly.
And please get the name spelling right. That's a shootable offence. Especially since my daughter is named Senna.
Yes,
so
of course.
It's even more close to my heart.
Of course.
That's you off the Christmas card list.
Gee, how's he's got his knickers in a bunch today? Well, there you go, Donny. Donny's had a good stab at it.
No, it's not Kimmy either. Bopton, no, all wrong. You guys have got to think a little bit before these times.
Yeah,
you got to go back. No, Hill and Button have both won here, Curly. Right, who we got out there?
At the moment,
no, Mika won here.
We've got Toller's out there at the moment on track. navigating this Sector 1, of course. He was the first one to blink here, Housey. And, well, good to see him back, of course. Tollers was a full-time driver at the start of the year. School commitments, university commitments, the lad, and well, we praise all that. But yeah, he is back now in full-time capacity for the last remaining 5 rounds plus the next 4 rounds after this one. And Toller's looking for a good showing back. Missed last week, unfortunately. Wasn't too sure if he could make it, and yeah, unfortunately just missed out. But yeah, he is back, and what a track to come back at, mate. Suzuka, Japan.
Sorry, I'm just focusing on the chat for a second. I'll leave
You're
you
right.
running with the stream.
No problem. So Tollers, he's approaching the end. It's 11-1, so it's pretty good. It's there and thereabouts at the moment. Let's just see what he could do. Of course, this is the first of the Q2 runs. What tends to happen is the guys usually go out there, do a lap, come back in, wait to the very end, and give me and Housey an absolute run of it. But he sets a 1 minute 27.6. And that is him done. Whoa, excuse me, I've missed Roscoe's lap. Roscoe does a 27.0. There is a racing point of Volts about to begin a lap. There's a couple of lads out there as well. Luke is out there as well. Oh, he's touched the grass. I thought he was going to lose it there. But so it's a 34.0. That will not be his lap. His ERS is well and truly charged. He's got a bit of traffic around him. These guys want to space themselves out. They're all looking for that cheeky toe there, mate. But Volts, like I did say, is on a lap. The guys out there, Mr. Fury Strats, it's a 1 minute 27.9 on the medium, Housey. Guys around him, 27.6s. So I dare say this track, it's going to amp up. It's going to amp up as this session rolls on. But yeah, there you go.
Maldonado, S5 guessing Maldonado.
Oh, Volts is there.
Jesus.
What's going on there? I just seen someone in the wall. Who was that? I was not tripping at all, but yeah, must have. I don't know what happened. I can't explain it. But there is a red track map for Volts. So whatever he's done is, yeah, gone past those 2 white lines on either side of the track. All 4 wheels off. That track goes red, of course. So who is next? Johnny M4. Johnny M4's got a bit of traffic around him as well. There's guys out there with traffic all around them at the moment, mate. And yeah, just trying to pick up who is next. Who is next? Have you been watching, Housey?
Sorry, no. He's got an Alfa Romeo. I started something in the chat now. Tollers is
Well,
better.
we've got mics, mate. You don't need to type. That's all good. It takes too much time. Just cut me off. It's all good. We're still in early stalls of his Q2 session. Tollers was going again. No, he's put in the pit lane. Johnny M4, we will stick with him. Of course, Johnny M4, the most improved driver of Oceania last season, sets a 1 minute 28.0 on the medium. So there's a bit of a mixed bag.
Chasey goes second on a 127.1. Fury's coming in the pits. Brad Tay's on a lap at the moment. We have got 2, by the way, out of the 3 in the chat. I'll get to it in a minute. Brad Tay crosses the line.
It's a 28.0. So there's a lot of, it's very, very close there with those guys on the mediums, of course. We've got a Red Bull out there. Macedonian is about to start his lap now.
One of the 5 boys as well. One of the 5 boys. Is he on an out lap? Yeah, he's about to start his lap. So medium time for Q2 in Division 2 on Friday was a 127.314 by Kraken. Was the fastest time on a medium.
Yep.
So see how this compares.
So I mean, we've got Snooey out there on a 129.9, which I mean, I dare say that is a scrub set of softs. And he will definitely go again. That's just to get the eye in. Plenty of time remaining in this session here, Housey. So, as I did say before, we've got a Ferrari out there on track. This is just getting out of the way. So, that would have been Brad Tay doing the right thing for Macedonian. I think he is the furthest one along currently on a lap, mate. We've got 2.5 behind him as well. So, we'll keep watching Macedonian, of course, do his thing in that Team Red Bull, of course. He's got harass for a teammate this Grand Prix. So Macedonian looking for a good result. A chance for him to start making some inroads in on this championship, Housing.
Indeed. So the track is busying up again for a minute. We have got Johnny M4's down, isn't it? So who is that in the Red Bull next? So Russ on an out lap. His teammate Macedonia is on the flyer, who we are following into the final chicane.
And here he goes. Macedonian sets a 1 minute 27.6. That is P3
On the medium.
Behind
on the
it,
medium.
on the medium. So, yeah, exactly right, mate. We've got 2-5. Who will be next? He's invalidated. He will need to go again. So, well, I'll tell you what, maybe these boys are starting to get a little bit nervous. The heat is starting to fire right up as the track map finally goes green. As Harass navigating this first sector as we've got his beautiful on board cam that flicks to that broadcast. Who is next there, Housey?
Lukey boy. Oh, he's just invalidated. Lukey was, but he's invalidated that lap. He was up on it as well. We've got Volts on an out lap. We've got one of the Mercs, Unky Blue Dog.
So I reckon,
it
will be Harass. So Harass
Johnny M4. Johnny M4, he's just in front of him on the track.
Is he going again?
But he's got traffic coming in Spoon. Yeah, he is going again. He's up, but he's got traffic.
Yeah. Oh, and I think he's back well and truly out of that one. So we'll stick with Harass.
This is going to be Harass. This is going to be this. Hopefully, these boys are going to be out his way by the time he gets to the chicane. I believe they will be.
And he's gone purple second sector with a 110. Mate, this guy's on it. He's on it. It's the Pie McLaren getting well and truly out of his way of Snooey. Let's just see what Harass can do. Let's not forget, this lad is on the medium, folks. He's about to set a 1 minute 27.1 P2.
Nice.
P2 from Harass.
So 2.5's on a lap. Just coming into last chicane. He has got a Renault in front of him. I'm not sure if he's on a lap or not. But 2.5 hasn't set a lap yet, so he's about to. And he goes into 6th with a 127.6 on the softs. So what we got next? So Meep Show was right with one of them. He was the first person to get one of them, Jack Villeneuve. And I think Rayco 7 was second to get another one, who was Prost. Yep. Amazingly, Prost's never won here.
That's
which I found quite astounding. Yeah. After all those Senna shenanigans.
Yeah, exactly right there, mate. Exactly right. You would have thought.
88, 89,
you would have
90.
thought over the course of history they would have at least had one each. At least one each. But yeah, there you go. There you go. The Statman 2.0 working overtime for you guys and girls at home. That is brilliant, giving you something to talk about, which is great.
27.6 Macedonia set there on the mediums. While we was rambling about other stuff. So where's Unky Blue Dog? Because he was out there. What's happened to Unky Blue Dog? Let's have a look. Who is that? Johnny M4, but I think he's on a cooldown. So we're looking for the last driver, people. The last one. One was Jacques Villeneuve, one was Alan Prost. The last one. One of my countrymen's, I'll give you a hint.
I'm dumbfounded it's taken this long, folks.
Oh, we're good.
It's good a lot. It's really, yes, I'm not bagging it at all. But I thought it would have been...
Nick, he's going to box it, so he hasn't... he must have had something go wrong on his lap, Unky Nick, because he's yet to set a time, and he's putting it back in the box.
So there you go. We have got S5 currently out there on a lap at the moment, folks.
Oh.
Now, he has yet to set a time.
Curly's got it.
Curly! Woo!
Curly's got it. So, but yeah, like you said, we've got my teammate, Suicide 5. Yeah, the boys! Coming round the last day now.
He certainly is. In team Haas sets a 1 minute 27.8. That is P8. Nice.
Yeah, he had some good pace Friday, as we did touch on earlier. You know, obviously he's a guy who's still coming up through the ranks. He hasn't been with he's been with us quite a while now, the Five Boys, but he is. I know I've spoken to him a lot, being my teammate, and he is still getting to grips with this game. And
yeah, mate.
He's improving every week.
I tell you what, when he starts getting a bit more experience, yeah, he does a little bit, but
he lacks a bit of confidence.
When he starts getting that experience,
he should believe in himself more.
Yeah, exactly right. When he starts getting that experience of the league racing, of course, we all got to start somewhere. But mate, it'll all click for him, and I dare say he will be a rapid.
He's just done.
He will be a rapid
driver. He's just done a magenta sector 1.
Well, there you go. Let's have a look at him. He's furthest along.
I'm still following him. I'm still following him. Yeah.
Oh yeah, there you go. There is a Williams out there of Luke on an outlap, and Roscoe Arm as well. Who is furthest along? Who's going to be? It is Roscoe Arm furthest along, but we'll stick with Suicide 5 here, trying to improve on a 1 minute 27.8 at the moment. Where is Snooey?
He did a 27.1 in Q2, I believe it was.
Yeah, so we definitely know there is more time left in this lad of course. So, well, there you go. He's just navigating 130R as we speak. The hardest braking point in the game, down to second or third gear here. Clipping apexes quite nicely is the lad. Let's just see what time he can do. Does hug the shortest line to the finish
Yes,
line.
good
Says a
lad.
1 minute 27.3. That is P5, Housey.
Nice lap.
P5.
Nice lap. Yeah, I think he's still got a tiny bit more, but that's a great lap from S5. Believe in yourself, son. Come on, you've got this.
Oh, hang on a minute.
Just one thing I've noticed.
1S. That's Luke.
Yeah,
That's Lukey
just
boy.
about mentioned that.
He's just saying rain in 10 to 15 minutes.
And it does look
as
like it's darkening up.
Tollers
That's what I was
sets
just
a
about to
1
say.
minute 27.2. That is P5 from Tollers. We have got a Renault about to cross the line. I'm not too sure if that. Oh, that's for old boy on
Starting
an
warm-up
out lap. We've got
P5
another.
behind him on a warm-up lap.
Yeah, there you go.
Snowy behind him.
They're all about to
Those
start their
three are
laps.
all
So we'll flick with Luke. Luke
Roscoe
is
Arms
absolutely
validated.
Absolutely on a lap is Luke, so we'll stick with him, of course. Old boy on a lap as well, but he's well and truly, he's just entering the second sector now. So Luke is definitely furthest along, approaching this third sector. So let's just see, as we know, it's a flat-out third sector, except for that last chicane. Let's just see what Luke can do. Sets a 1 minute 11.3. So, well, there you go. That's roughly around about the medium speed. Lukey looking for a good result here. I do know, of course, he is a UK lad. Your countryman, Housey, loves racing in the Oceania Leagues. And let's just see what he can do. He's about to set a 1 minute 27.8, mate. That is P9. P9 from Luke.
So we've got side 5. He's on a cool-down lap. I think, is it one of the Renaults?
Yeah, he's on a cool-down lap.
Fury's on an out lap. So who is that in the Alfa Romeo? That is Tollers, is it? Tollers?
Yeah, we'll focus on old boy, mate, because we've got 20 seconds remaining, and he has not set a time yet. And old boy, of course, looking for a result. A couple of his championship rivals. He's got Magenta in the second sector with a 1:10.7. I'll tell you what, level pegging with Harass's time, of course, if we do remember, is roughly around about that when Harass went through and made that sector Magenta as well. But old boy, Team Banana Car, Team Renault, let's just see what he can do. It's a 27.0. P3 from the lad.
Snowy in the drop zone as well. He's just about across the line. And he gets himself
P4.
out with a 1:27.0. Is it Unky Blue Dog next? I think it is. Oh, it's Roscoe Arm, sorry. Roscoe Arm.
He's
He's
already
safe
set a time.
anyway.
We're going to focus on Blue Dog, I think.
Blue Dog.
Mr. Fury Strat as well is out there on a lap, but Blue Dog...
How dark is this getting, Skate? Look at the weather.
It certainly is.
Rapidly.
Have a look, folks. But Blue Dog's about to set his time of a 1 minute 28. Oh, he's not going to make it. He's not going to make it. This track, I reckon this track is starting to cool down here, Housey. Lukey boy has invalidated. He is out. Macedonian is out in P11. Well, there you go. He gets a free tyre choice, of course. Mr. Fury Strat is really the only one here that can make amends here, Housey. Let's just see what the other Renault driver can do. Of course, he holds a high standard in Team Renault, as he likes to happily admit there. As he's gone Magenta in the second sector. He is Mr. Renault. Excuse me.
As he told us yesterday in F2, he is Mr. Renault.
He loves it. Absolutely loves it, does the lad. But yeah, Mr. Fury Strat. Let's just see what time he can do. It is a 1 minute 27.4 P10.
Nice.
He survives. He survives. Can 2.5 change this? Can 2.5 change this? He's up by nearly 3/10. Let's just see what he can do. This is all about the important Q3. If they survive, let's go. Oh, no. Oh, let's just see. It's close. It's close. P9. P9. He knocks Fury out. He knocks Fury out. Fury P11. Macedonian P12. Luke 13th. Blue Dog 14th. And Brad Tay 15th. But I tell you what, the five boys surviving by the skin of their teeth. And there you go. Awesome, awesome Q2 qualifying session. Up the banana car is what Bopton is saying. But no. No, no, no. 2.5 changed all that up and knocked him out. And, well, Fury Strat, he's got the free tyre choice, of course, folks. But he will not be happy with that. He will not be happy with that.
Depends what the weather's going to be like for the race. Well, but 11th sometimes isn't bad. And he likes an aggressive strat, so he's got the option to fulfill that.
He certainly does.
In 11th.
And it's funny to notice, too, you've got 4 guys in the top 10 on the mediums, folks. And you've got, obviously, the rest of them, the 6 rest of them. So you've got Roscoe Arms setting that great time on the soft compound. Volts on the medium, as you can see for yourselves at home there. Johnny M4 with a great time of a 27 dead. Old boy, 27 dead on the medium. That's impressive. Same with Snooey. These two boys here are going to have a ring-a-ding-ding battle tonight, folks. Looking forward to that one. Harass is out there in reserve. Good to see. He only did a one-lap wonder, and I'm expecting that to drop even more so. But as Housey did touch on during, well, the break, so to speak, between the two sessions, some rain is expected. It has gone real dark here at Suzuka, Japan, folks. And as we are talking to you, it is getting darker and darker as we speak. So be interesting to see how this Q3 is going to turn out, mate. Whether we get some rain,
is, but
whether we don't.
I think it's going to be. I think it's going to be. So big shout out to the 5 boys there. They are obviously Tier 2 drivers, both of them, and both making Q1 in the Div 1.
Of course.
Good job from those two.
And I dare say they'll be both in Blue Dog's ear saying, "Yup, the boys."
Yeah, right.
The boys.
They'll be in the chat, I'm sure.
100%. At the moment, folks, there is no rain falling here at the beginning
of
this Q2 session.
Get out there quick then.
Let's just see if we get some action straight away. Because if there is rain coming, they've got to. They would absolutely have to. Unless Lukey Boy was telling fibs, but the clouds have rolled in here, Housey. And I'll tell you what, mate, you wouldn't want to leave it to chance at all. If there's going to be rain, get your flyer out of the way.
No, you got to get out there.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, but they're not rushing. Oh, here we go.
Here we go.
First movement.
Yep.
And like a bus, they're all coming along at once. Here we go.
There you go. So Old Boy first to blink. He does have volts right up his gearbox. So there's a fair bit of action already starting to happen out there. Just look at that track map and all those dots moving. We've got the McLaren, the Alfa Romeo, the Red Bull. They're all starting to come out on track, knowing that possibly there is rain on the horizon, folks. So these are probably going to be quicker than normal in, well, a prep lap, so to speak, don't you think, Housey? I would say they will be, mate.
They'll be pushing, yeah. If it's coming, they'll be pushing, yeah. It'll be an out lap like a quali lap.
Yeah. So
that's nothing worse than it starting to rain on your actual fast lap.
Exactly right. Exactly right. So, well, yeah, it is getting. Have a look at it, Housey. She's getting dark, mate. She's getting dark.
Old boys let by. Who was that?
That is Volts.
Volts on this lap. So maybe he wants to try and have a little tow. I'm not sure.
Well, he's got Snooey behind him as well. So he's got Snooey behind him as well. So Snooey probably looking for a bit of a cheeky tow as well. It's very interesting to see that the boys that are going to probably set the pace of this Grand Prix all come out together on track. So, yeah, Volts just taking wide lines here, trying to warm up those tyres, of course, doing a bit of weaving down that back straight to keep the heat generated in those tyres. But yes, he's turned everything up quite early. As Mr. Fury Strat has left the session, he does have multiple invites. Fury, if you are listening, use any one of them, brother, and that will get yourself in. But yes, it will be Volts. Volts is going to kick us off in this Q3 session, folks. And while Nice and Tidy is the name of the game, they might not get a second crack at it because we are expecting some weather to roll in here, guys.
I don't know. Both the 5 boys are still sat in the pit, so maybe the rain's not coming.
Quite possibly,
although
mate.
they might just be thinking that they can't challenge these top boys, so they're just going to battle it out for maybe P9 and P10 between the two of them.
Have a look at this. Roscoe Arms already got a fan, and that is Dragon. 64 Dragon, how are you, mate? But yes, Roscoe has already got a fan. That is fantastic to see. Of course, his debut, making the Q3 session. Fantastic from that lad, of course. He's currently on a lap, but we're going to watch Volts at the moment. The first one to blink, Old Boy did let him go. And, well, there you go. Snooey has created a bit of gap. Tollers is behind Old Boy as well. So that order's just changed up a little bit. Old Boy giving himself, well, good slipstream space, to be fair, as Volts goes a 110-1 in that second sector. Let's just see what he can do.
Tollers is invalidated, though.
Oh, there you go. So it will be Old Boy who will be next. But yes, Volts. Voltsy baby, as I like to call him. One of the flying Kiwis crosses the line. He sets a 1 minute 26.4 as Old Boy will be next. Let's just see what he can do. It is a 26.5. P2. I think it might be Snooey. Yes, it certainly is. The 26.1 from Snooey. It might be. Oh, Harass puts it in the pit lane.
Harass has put it in the box.
Roscoe Arm will be next, but he is invalidated. He's invalidated. That lap will not count. There is a racing point, an Alpha Tauri of Johnny M4. He did invalidate. That will not count. So
Chazy. It's Chazy.
there he is.
Just
there.
exit and spoon.
Thank you, Housey. So yes, he is the Div 1 admin is Chazy Dane. And well, made a Q3 session, which is great. He's got, yeah, he certainly has. He certainly has, mate. He certainly has. So yeah, not too sure. This rain doesn't look like it's coming, mate. It does not look like it's coming. So Chazy Dane, let's just see what he can do. Of course, this might be. There you go, a 27.5. So he want to do a bit better than that if he possibly can. We've got S5 just starting a lap now, folks. Who else is out there? Johnny M4 is invalidated again, and he will need to have another crack. Roscoe Arm, whereabouts is he? There he is. There is the debutant, and in Team Williams is the lad, and he's gone extremely deep. Well, the game did. Well, there you go. The game's kept his lap. The game has kept his lap, and he would have lost a chunk of time, folks. Absolute chunk of time. So let's just see what he does at this second split. Is a 1-11. Yeah, he lost a heap of time going through there. So I dare say he will be putting that in the pit lane and going again. There are guys getting well and truly out of the way of absolutely everybody. So Suicide 5, there he is.
S5.
Yeah,
S5,
yeah. He will be the next one out there to set a lap if he can keep it
Followed
clean.
by his cousin.
Yeah, exactly right. So put him in the same team, Housey. They'll probably be enjoying a party chat together and working together as a team. So I do know that they enjoy doing that. So yeah, let's just see what the P3 finish place getter in Div 2 Oceania can do. Of course, he is approaching that second sector now, Housey, and he sets, what is it, a 111.1. Not too bad from this lad. He's pretty handy around here, Housey, as you did touch on, mate.
Yeah. It's certainly been his strongest track that I've seen him race or been part of his racing with him. Let's see. He goes 4 for the 127.5, but obviously he did a 27.3 in Q2, so he's got more in the bag. It's going to be his cousin crossing the line next behind him with a 127.6 into 6th place. So we've got Tollers, who's actually greyed out of this session.
Yeah, I don't know why Tollers is greyed out of this session.
No, I know he invalidated his first lap, but didn't see him make a mistake anywhere else.
Yeah, I didn't see
got
that
Harass on his out
so,
lap.
yeah, I'm not too sure what's going on there.
He's got the track to himself, pretty much.
Pretty much, mate.
Yeah.
He certainly does. As
Oh, 5 boys are going again. S5's going again anyway. He's just got Magenta in Sector 1.
Well, we'll stay with him. He's furthest along, isn't he? So that is brilliant from the lad. He wants to impress, does the guy, and it's awesome to see. He's doing a phenomenal job, Housey.
Oh, here's the rain. Here's the rain. Here's the rain. I'm sure I just saw it on the screen flicking on. I thought I did as well, but
unless that was a glitch, mate.
No, it is raining. It is raining. It is raining. Confirmed. It's not very heavy at the moment, but it is starting to spit.
It certainly is.
So Roscoe harassed Johnny M4. Could be in a touch of trouble.
Yeah, there you go,
although
mate.
Harass is out there.
There you go. So
S5 now down on his time, so he's not going to improve. So let's go back to Harass, I would. Harass is on his lap, but he's got traffic, I believe. Coming into Spoon. He's got 2 cars ahead of him. It's not ideal.
It certainly isn't, Housey. Certainly isn't. But of course,
and I'm sure they'll get out of the way. But
this track, the stuff's fallen from the sky. And Johnny M4, he's above him, but yeah, he's on an outlap. Johnny's Bosco gets out of the way, so there you go. Harasser's got some clean air again.
Yeah.
And
so a decent middle sector there. Just got to keep it held together here in the final chicane. Let's see how greasy this last turn's getting. He's still got decent enough drive, hugs a tight line. Goes P4 with 126.6.
As we have got a new subscriber, Drago! Woohoo! 64 HD! Thank you very, very much for your subscription, mate.
If he dies, he dies.
That's absolutely brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. Thank you very, very much. Awesome, awesome, awesome stuff from you and everybody else who has in the past, of course. But yes, Johnny M4 is out there on track. And, well, old boy's on an outlap. This track is only going to get wetter if the wet stuff is falling, folks. So Johnny trying to make amends from not setting a time earlier. I've got Roscoe Arm directly behind him. He went a little bit deep, as Housey just did touch on there, folks. But yeah, it didn't really. I don't think it might not have hurt him too much.
Oh, bad traction out the Kobe, actually hairpin. This isn't gonna affect the front runners. I can assure you that. I'll be very surprised if it does. I think it's just starting to get a little bit too greasy now.
Well, there you go. These boys may have left it a little bit too late. Let's just see how tentative he is on the power. And no, not too bad. So there is still a bit of grip.
Right, if you've got Johnny M4, I'm going to flip back to Roscoe. He's just behind him.
So
Johnny,
well, not only that, Johnny M4 is punching a hole in the air for Roscoe. So Johnny, there's 2.5 minutes remaining left in this session. Let's just see what he can do. He's about to cross the line now. He sets a 1 minute 27.7. That is P8. Roscoe is next. This is 27.2. So, well, there you go. This track may not be giving us too much more there, Housey. I think it is done. I mean, old boy's invalidated, but he was...
Invalidated.
He's got his fuel lights screaming at him as well. So, Snooey, quite happy with a 26.1, knowing that the wet stuff is falling from the sky. This track is only going to get slower, folks. So, let's just see what Roscoe can do. He's out there as well. Again, Johnny M4 is out there as well. He wants to do better, but I don't think he's going to. He's 0.3 slower than what he's previously been in that first sector. Roscoe, I'm not too sure what he's doing there as well, but we'll keep an eye on these two.
Just over.
Yeah.
300 down. So, he's got a big lock up into the Kobayashi, so I think I'll be surprised if he's going to improve unless he has a very good last sector. Roscoe I'm talking about.
Yeah, I think
5 boys are out on outlaps.
I think you're right. Yeah,
I think it's done.
I think it's done. I think the running order is done. It'd be very rare to see somebody improve dramatically while the track is starting to wet up, of course. But you never know. But I seriously doubt the top end will be hampered in any way, shape or form. But Roscoe, there you go. He's almost level pegging with his previous best. Not improving too much on his second time run, according to that split time there. And he's backed well off. He has backed well off. And he will be putting that in the pit lane, folks.
I'm on board with S5, who's the first one along on another lap, but just to see what the grip was like for him. But it looks like he's just a bit tentative.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm sure that this... I'd be very surprised if he can improve. Currently P6.
Well, he's just invalidated, so that is him.
He's
lapped. We'll go to
wasn't behind him.
2.5, his cousin, yeah. But like you did say, mate, this track here is, you want to be confident, and if you've got no confidence under the car, I mean, yeah, you just cannot full send in the corners that you need to, of course. It's all about commitment here at Suzuka. It is such a tight twist, well, not a tight twisty track, but it's the only figure 8 circuit that we do go to, and of course there are a lot of corners. Fantastic high speed, load up corners, and of course it is full send. And if you've just got no confidence under the seat there, it's very hard to improve on your lap time. But nevertheless, let's just see what 2.5 can do. Yeah, he's 0.7 slower than he's been before. Johnny M4 is 0.5 slower than he's been before, and he's gone incredibly wide. So that is this session done there, Housey. Absolutely done. We are not going to see any more improvements, folks. We have our top 10 running order.
This track is actually operated by a company called Motorability Land, which is part of, or a subsidiary, however you say that word, part of the Honda Group, obviously. Yeah, this was a track that was originally, designed and purposed for a Honda test track. First opened in 1962, although obviously we didn't go World Championship Grand Prix racing here until 87, with the races beforehand, I think being held at Fuji.
Yes, Fuji. Yeah, that's right, yeah.
Which is what tricked a few people out earlier with the Hunt and Lauda and things, because those races where they won were Fuji and not Suzuka.
That's exactly right.
Kind of surprised me, actually, the first time we went here was 87. I thought it would have been sooner than that, but it wasn't.
Such a great track, though, Housey. Your personal thoughts on it, mate? What do you think about it?
To be honest with you, I've always liked the track. It's tricky, yes, but I've always liked it, to be honest with you. I mean, apart from Friday, then I absolutely hated it.
That was not your fault, mate. That was not your fault. Had connection issues, did the lad. Look, folks, Housey was in for a good handful, double fistful of points, if you like. But yes, hang on, we'll just go through this running order. Snooey vaults Old boy, harass. Roscoe Arm on his debut. P5, not too bad. Have a look at the 2-5 and Suicide.
That's fine.
The five boy sandwich has got Chasey Dane in the middle there. And I tell you what, Chasey
Gotta
must be
loving that.
feeling a little bit uncomfortable. We've got 2-5 there in P8, Johnny M4 in P9, and Tollers did not set a time in that session. But yeah, it's one of those tracks, mate. We did touch on a Friday stream that you either love it or hate it. And yeah, it's always the way when it comes to technical and tricky tracks. The good bulk of the people that do say that they hate it usually tend to have a good result. So
No, it's a good track. It's a legendary track, isn't it?
Oh,
I mean,
mate.
there's certainly worse tracks on the calendar by far.
Oh,
You know,
no
it's not one that should be
doubt
in any doubt.
whatsoever, mate. No doubt whatsoever. So.
Obviously, we saw plenty of championships decided here at this track as well, so it's legendary for that because obviously back in the early days, in the late 80s and early 90s, this was a track that was the last one or last round or last but one round in the championship. Obviously, it's moved a little bit sooner these days, but as we touched on earlier, I had those classic Senna and Prost battles here in 88 and 89.
Yes. I just got a message from one of the five boys saying that Chasey Dane was the meat in the sandwich. So the five boys are throwing a bit of stick at Chasey Dane's way. We've got Nundabot in the chat. Not making sense as usual. Sorry, Nunda. But there you go. So as we wait for these boys to load in. It's
Nathan Clark or Nathan Clark, that was
his old
was
boy.
that 89?
Yep, there we go. He's finally come
90.
in.
No, that was 1990, which Senna took Prost out at turn 1 off the lights. Just full on, send it!
Let's just go
89 where they crashed in the chicane, sorry, 2 seconds skate, and 88 was Senna winning. Carry on with the grid.
We will go through this running order, folks. We've got Snooey there in that Papaya McLaren. Tell you what, I'm going to put the championship order up as well before these guys go under green. There they are there. They will stay there until they all go to the grid, folks. But so you can see where they're all at. Snooey is out there in front, of course, followed by Volts, who is for some unknown reason mid-pack. We've got TCF Old Boy, P3 in the championship, third on the grid. Harass, there he is there. Great to see him up in this top end of this running order, of course, in P4. We've got Roscoe in P5. There he is there, the Williams driver. One of the reserves in Suicide 5 up in a P6. Great qualifying result from him. P7 is Chasey Dane in that Racing Point. P8 is 2-5 in that other Huss. So we've got a Huss sandwich with a Racing Point meet in between. Johnny M4 in P9. Great result from him. Probably not where he would want to have qualified, of course. Just came out a little bit too late, of course. We did have a bit of a wet Q3. Tollers did not set a time. He will start 10th. Mr. Fury Strat, the first of the, well, it's free tyre choice runners, has opted for the soft. So very interesting to see which way he's decided to go. Macedonian has gone the medium in P12 in that other Red Bull, of course. Lukey Boy in P13 in that other Williams. Blue Dog P14th. Uncharacteristic mistake from that lad during qualifying and couldn't get himself out of that Q2 session. Brad Tay P15. There he is there. Reserve in the Ferrari. Nat Hammer expects some big things from this lad. Of course, does not give up, Housey, as we do touch on every week. He's phenomenal. Just keeps his head down and gets what he has to get done. Big match Johnny. There he is there, the Ferrari driver. P17, absolute in the Alfa Romeo. P18, Smakinda. P19 in that Papaya McLaren. And Dirty Orange rounds out this grid. P20 there, mate.
Yep. Just put a little poll in. Bopton's got it straight away for the driver with the most wins at this track. There's, of course, Mr. Schumacher himself. Bopton's got that one as we get set up for this grid. With the capacity 155,000 crowd all waiting for this one to go down.
Most definitely, mate. As we kick back, and here we go with, well, there you go. That's not what we've got 5 lights, 3 lights, 4 lights. We'll wait for the rev, folks, because this happens quite often. The lights are out, but we have no revs. We have no revs currently at the moment. And we're about to get underway here, folks. We are go here at Suzuka, Japan. Great start by Volts alongside Snooey. Oh, have a look at this. They're 3-4, 4 wide into turn 1. All boys full send around the outside. Harass is there as well. Where has Snooey gone? Where has Snooey gone? Snooey has fallen down the order. There you go. Harass P1. Old boy P2. Volts P3. Roscoe Arm P4. Great start from him. P5 is Chasey Dane has jumped the 5 boys. The 5 boys have done a bit of a swap too. 2-5 in P6. Johnny M4 up 2 places into P7. Has got Suicide 5 for company as well. He's got Fury Strat. What a launch from this lad here. Him and Macedonian's gone deep. Macedonian's gone deep. He's entering the track. Oh, very dangerously. As him and Smakinda battling it out. There is a big match, Johnny. What a start from him. He's up into 14th place as we go back up to the top as Johnny M4. Johnny M4's just past S5 there. So he's got himself from 9th to 7th. And, Chasey Dane got himself out of that Huss sandwich, mate.
You're looking for a move on S5 as well at the moment. Just tucks back in. Obviously, great start from Harass. Not so good from Snooey.
No, missed what happened there.
Pushed out wide in turn 1.
Yeah,
got pushed out wide in turn 1.
Well, there you go, folks. There you go.
But we've still got 20 runners and riders, so it looks like we're going to get a lap completed at least with all 20, which is good news.
Oh, there you go. We've just seen a move. What a send! What an absolute send on Johnny M4 by Suicide 5.
Fury around the outside.
What's going on? What's happened to Johnny M4? He's just lost a couple of positions in a couple of corners there, Housey. What a move by Suicide 5. That was fantastic stuff as Mr. Fury Strat. Well, there you go. What a start from all of these runners. Absolutely brilliant. Roscoe Arm is now the Williams in between 2 racing points. Chasey Dane up into P5. Fantastic to see as well. Volts is in 3rd. Old Boy is in 2nd position. And Harass leading this one does have Old Boy for company. I'll tell you what, the front is so close. We've got the top 4 separated by under a second here, guys. Absolutely brilliant stuff here as Old Boy looking for a good exit to get on Harass. There is no DRS at the moment, folks. That will be enabled after lap 3. But Old Boy, is he going to send it? No, he's not. He's got to think long game, but he just wants a good drive out of this corner. There is a long run up to 130R, but I do believe he has fallen a little bit back. Roscoe Arm is hanging on to Volts here, mate. He's doing a phenomenal job, is the debutant, and great to see, of course.
Old Boy looking at Harass into 130. He's got it.
Oh, what a move.
He goes up the inside of Harass.
What a move.
Volts has got a good run here. Volts into the chicane up the inside of Harass. He's going to run deep. So, just a bit of lag, I'm not sure.
Yeah, Voltsy Boy up in a P2. Harass has been demoted from 1st to 3rd in a matter of corners. They're loving that last chicane for the overtaking opportunities as S5 sets the fastest lap. Well, it's just been, they're all coming in now. So where is Blue Dog? Blue Dog is in P14. Yes, Smakinda down there is about to...
just making a move on Big Match Johnny. Big Match Johnny's squeezing him. But it's just about.
What a shot.
He's not giving this up, Big Match Johnny. He's not giving this up.
Oh, they've touched. Big Match Johnny's in the wall. They've touched. They have touched. Big Match Johnny in the wall. He's still got all 4 wheels. Yes, that was very dangerous to go side by side through there, folks. But they have touched. Big Match Johnny is tumbling down that order, and he is going to come and rejoin out on track on P17. But yes, 2-5. 2-5 sees his target. I know his target is Chasey Dane, and he's all up for the challenge. Of course, Chasey Dane, great job from him. I do believe it's one of his highest positions, that he's been
in. Meat is out of the sandwich.
Yeah, so to speak, yes. So to speak, yeah.
The sandwich is chasing the meat.
Well, I mean, let's just push on from that whole scenario. That is a conversation left for a private chat with none but the only Suicide 5, of course. But yes, where is he? He's in P8. And he's all over the back of Fury Strat. Have a look at him. Have a look at him. Is he going to send it into the chicane? Suicide 5, does he? Oh, it's a shocking camera angle, folks. No, he decides to tuck back in. And there you go. Thinks better of it. We've got Johnny M4, P9, Nat Hammer. Let's remember where he started. 16th, Housey. He's up into 10th position. And what a phenomenal fight back from this lad.
Ooh, S5 looking at Fury into turn 1, backed out of it.
You'd want to be
position
careful
changes the most.
because he's got Johnny M4
Yeah, he did.
all over his gearbox here,
All
Housey.
over him. Yeah.
And, well, it's not the
Nat
place
Hammer's
to pass.
there as well.
Yeah, he certainly is. These two Alpha Tauri boys. As we've got someone wide. Who was that?
Who's that? Is that Harass? That's Harass. It's Harass.
Harass has gone wide and has opened the door. He's dropped down to P7. Has Harass. Well, that's unfortunate.
Still got his wing.
Well, there you go. Well, that's probably the only fortunate thing about it. As Mr. Fury Strat is in 6.25, up into 5th. Chasey Dane 4th. So that is the consequence of Harass uncharacteristically going wide and losing those positions there, folks.
Suicide 5's lost a place to Johnny M4. He's now got Nethammer all over the back of him, who has got Tollers just about to make a move on Nethammer down into Spoon. Got the inside line. He backs out of it. He's better of it.
Yeah, I think so, mate. I think if you're going to do it, you're going to need to use the track to your advantage here, folks. And that's what it's all about. Of course, he has got Smakinda on the hunt. And, well, yeah, I think he's going to get this job done quite easily. Does the ladders.
Exit from Tollers.
Yeah, so Smakinda up into P11. He's got Nat Hammer next for company. And just look at the closing speed that Smakinda does have. This train is phenomenal. From Johnny M4, we've got Suicide 5, we've got Nat Hammer, Smakinda, Blue Dog, and Tollers. Have a look at it, folks. It's unbelievable. Great racing. We have not had a safety car. We are on lap 5 of 27. This is entertaining stuff.
Yeah, Bolts is still trying to hang on the back of Old Boy. It's kind of up and down, but he's within the DRS zone. Roscoe Arm within the DRS zone behind him too. And we've got the second back to Chasey, so the top three are just trying to stretch their legs a little bit. Chasey's doing his best to hang on. And then we've got 2-5 Fury Strat, Harass, Johnny M4, Suicide 5, and Nat Hammer rounding out the top 10. So far, the biggest
hang on a minute,
gainer.
we are seeing Tollers and Blue Dog, and Blue Dog just gets by Tollers there. What a pass! And then he's up into P12. Great stuff there, as Tollers has gone from, whoa, he's dropped down a couple of positions. He was 11th last lap. He is now in 13th.
So Smakinda's the highest driver, position change so far into P11, up 8 places. Biggest drop, Snooey, his teammate, in 18th. But Snooey, Luke and Macedonia did pit on lap 1 for anyone that didn't spot that. Snooey and Luke both putting on the hards, Macedonia put on another set of the softs, or put on softs. So they're going to go long, Snooey and Luke, so look out for them later. Volts has picked up a penalty.
Oh, there you go, that's unfortunate. But there you go. Volts, I was going to say, starting to close on Old Boy a bit.
Yeah, he'd done this the other lap and then he dropped back again through Sector 1. Old Boy seems to have this better setup in Sector 1 through these S's.
Yeah, I think so, mate. I think so. And that's what it's all about, of course.
Roscoe Arm is closing, mate.
You can gain so much time through the S section. You'd think this track is extremely quick, and it is. But it's all about the aero setup here, folks. And you'd think, oh, yeah, it's Japan. We're hitting average speeds of 220 kph. But to be fair, there is a lot of corners. And if it's not hooked up right, you'd think that, we'll run a low aero. And yes, you can run a low aero, but it does, you lose a lot of time through that first sector and that second sector, of course. And the only time you really gain is on the third sector, and it's a very, very short sector run to the finish line. So there you go. Not too sure. Absolute is out. We have a VSC. Absolute is out. He has lost it in the S section as we're wide on board with Macedonian. And where is he? There he is, there in the wall, folks. And that is unfortunate. So Absolute is out. We have a VSC. Gives us time to have a bit of a breather, Housey. And
well, lucky it's only a VSC, which is good. Safety cars do my nut slightly. I know it's part and parcel of it, but you know, it's like a high and low thing, isn't it? With a safety car, you're on a high, and then it's like, oh no, bunch back up, or you're on the low, and then it's a high because you can gain back up on the pack. So I like this virtual safety cars a little bit better, although we've got to watch for these Delta times because we say it week in, week out. The Delta's very, 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 very annoying here on this game.
We are green, and Volts is looking to go send it. Volts is going to send it. Volts sends it. And there you go. He's into P1. Volts caught Old Boy napping there. And there you go. That is drop.
What happened to Roscoe?
Where is Roscoe? He's in the pit. He's in the pit lane, mate. He certainly is. 2.5 is up in a P4. He is all over the back of Chasey Dane here, waving in his mirrors. There you go, trying to hamper the Div 1 admin. 2.5 will be loving this, folks. This is a great battle, but I tell you what, this Grand Prix has thrown it all up. 2 racing points in the top 3, mate. Something we haven't seen in this division so far.
Yep, obviously, I think Volt's yet to score any points in this championship, so would be a good result if Volts can keep the win here.
Volts is a very quick racer, of course. He did have a bit of hiatus. He was a full-time driver then for pretty much half the season. He couldn't commit because of real-life stuff. He's back now, and, well, he's been back nearly every week. And he's gone, oh, Tracy Dane's run wide. He's nearly left the door open for 2-5, but he's cut straight across his front wing. Let's just see if this is going to happen. 2-5 is running out of ERS. Is it going to happen? No, I don't think it is. He's run out of battery power. And he's going to... Yeah. Let's just see what he does.
Send it here, though.
I don't think he... Oh, he's going to send it. Oh, he sent it. Where is Chasey Dane? There you go. 2-5 gets the job done on Chasey Dane.
Fury into play now. That's brought Fury into play.
Well, Chasey,
Fury's just closed up there.
We're just talking about
Fury's
the 2 Renaults in the top 3, but Fury's looking real racy here.
So S5's dropped in the pits as well, just then. Maybe a bit unfortunate for Roscoe Army pitted, actually. I think he tried to do the pit in the virtual safety car just as it went green, but he's currently in 14th now.
Yeah, it's dropped him way down the order. Of course, Housey, as you do know, mate. You come out in traffic around here, I mean, there are plenty of, opportunities to overtake, but the whole first sector is a very, very difficult place to pass. You've really only got one opportunity in the second sector and one opportunity in the third sector. So got that hairpin, of course, and the chicane at the very end of the lap.
Look at this. Look at this battle. Fury, Chasey, 2-5. They're going to go at it again here. Down into the final chicane, I believe. Is Fury going to get it done first, though? He has got a good drive out of Spoon.
Oh, Chasey putting his car all in the wrong places. All in the wrong places. Fury Strat side by side. Let's just see what they can do. Fury Strat, is he going to go around the outside? He does! At 130R, what a move. And Harass, there he is, there in P6.
Send it up the inside.
No, he thought better of it. He wants to over-under. Let's just see what he can do. Harass going to hug the inside line. And yes, he's going to have a better exit. And that is job done from Harass. Tracy Dane dropping down this order. Wow. Harass showing his class. We've got 2 Renaults. All of a sudden, P2 and P3 up the banana car, as Bopton would say in the chat. And there you go. So we've got Volts comfortably, well, 6/10 ahead of Old Boy. Old Boy's still in that DRS zone. He would know this. He would just want to stay within that 3 seconds because Volts does have that time penalty for his troubles there, Housey.
Yeah, he does. 2-5 and Johnny M4 just pitted on that lap as well. They're making the switch to the hards. So the softs were done. They've gone to the hards. Trying to make it the rest of the way. Obviously, the only guy in the top few cars, we've got Chasey and Fury on that soft tyre. The rest of them all running mediums down to 7th. But look who's silently got into P8, Skate. It's Unky Blue Dog.
Well, he's doing his thing
Although
there.
He is due a pit stop.
He's due a pit stop, but so are the guys around him, to be fair, mate. We've got Tollers there in P9. Brad Tay in P10, of course. They all need to box. Same with the guys in front of him, but those mediums are definitely going to run longer. Nat Hammer, look at this lad. I did tell you folks at home, he is the one to watch. All of a sudden, P6, Housey.
Yep, great job from Nat Hammer. Obviously, we touched on Nat Hammer up 10 places. Smakinda behind him up 12 places. Both the highest movers at the moment. Snewy still the most dropped, down in 17th. He dropped 16 places, so it's not coming to Snewy yet.
As Harass has just got by Fury Strat. We have just missed that, folks. And Harass is back up into 3rd place. So there you go. Harass getting that job done past the Renault driver, Fury, on 9-lap-old softs. So I dare say, mate, his tyres are starting to give him the pinch right about now. There, Housey.
I would imagine so. Yeah. He pushed them quite hard in the previous few laps, trying to get the move done on Chasey. So I guess they're probably about dead. We'll see them. I guess all these soft runners, Fury, Chasey, Blue Dog, Trollers, Brad Tay, and Big Match Johnny, they should all be pitting within the next lap or two, I would have thought.
I'm just having a look at Brad Tay here, mate. He's still within DRS zone of Tollers. He's doing a great job there in 10th place. So his championship rival in that Div 2, as you're well and truly aware of there, mate, is Blue Dog, of course. Blue Dog is P8 in this race, Brad Tay in P10. And very, very funny how you only find these guys. Of course, yes, they are full-timers in a different division, but interesting to note, they're only 2 seconds away from each other in this Grand Prix yet again. So great to see as Nat Hammer is on a bit of a push. I reckon these softs are cooked. He is caught right up to the back of Chasey Dane here, Housey, and he is looking to take that 5th position away from him.
Yeah, we'll see if Chasey pits this lap. See if Fury does. I think Fury stayed out, has he? Yeah, Fury stayed out. Chasey is in, so Nat Hammer takes that place. Chasey says enough is enough with these tyres. He's going to switch.
Interesting to note, Fury has gone another lap. Another lap.
Yeah, he has. He's just on the back of Harass. He's still in the DRS zone, so he's maybe just trying to use that to gain a little bit of pace. You know, once he drops out of that 1 second zone, then maybe that's the time. But he's just trying to hang on the back, get a little bit of slipstream. It might just give him that little bit of edge over his competitors. Yeah, getting toe round for the extra lap.
Could quite possibly so there, Housey. You'd want to be careful, of course. He doesn't lose too much time because the undercut, as you know, Housey, is extremely powerful around this track.
It's got S5 and Big Match Johnny and Snooey going at it. Sorry to cut you off.
You're right,
back
mate.
In 13th, 14th and 15th. Big Match Johnny really struggling on these softs. We've got S5 behind him and Snooey behind him. It's S5 on pretty fresh hards, Snooey on 8-lap old hards. But S5 is all over the back of Big Match Johnny.
Yep. Yeah, this is going to happen whether Johnny likes it or not. I dare say Johnny is going to box this lap. Oh, his tyres are cooked. He's taken wide lines. And there you go. The Ferrari driver, well, late braking. S5 being quite friendly there.
S5 backed out of it, but Snooey's taken the opportunity and was going to dive up the inside.
Oh, Snooey must be getting frustrated at this point. Well and truly out of position, Housey. He's down in 15th place, of course, after that lap 1. He was forced a little bit wide there and unfortunate from the lad, but to his credit,
early stop.
He has kept going. He's done an early stop. He's trying to stretch those hards, possibly for the last 7 laps so he can put on a set of softs. But yeah, Volts has pitted as Housey did touch on. He's put the hard compound on. But this is where we're watching, mate. This is an unbelievable battle between 14th, 15th, 13th, 14th and 15th is... There you go, Suicide 5.
Oh, he's switched back. He's going to be late. He's going to be deep.
Oh,
he's going to be deep.
He did send it, but Big Match Johnny, he's going again.
No, he's not. He's not. Oh, here's Snooey up the inside of them both. Snooey's going to do them both. We're 3 wide on the main straight. Snooey's got it. So 2.5 makes a place, then drops 2 after that late breaking into the chicane. So Snooey's having a little bit of a chuckle to himself there, probably.
Well, he's up into 13th, and he does have Chasey Dane next.
Now as well.
And yeah, let's just see. Snooey would want to. He's a very calm and collected racer, is Snooey. He bides his time, and we've got an AlphaTauri around. That is Nat Hammer. Nat Hammer is in the wall. Oh no, he's dropped down to dead last. Oh, what a fight back this guy did have on. Nevertheless, he's got all that work to go again, mate. Yeah, he certainly will. As Old Boy leads this one by 9 seconds over Harass.
Oh, hang on a minute. Luke's just tagged the back of Big Match Johnny. Got wing damage. Johnny M4's half.
We have a safety car. We have a safety car.
Well. Yeah.
We have a
That's not a safety car. Come on.
We have a safety car, folks. We have a safety car. Really? So that is that done.
That is
so Old Boy leading this one has just got by the safety car. So that's bliss for him. He can go around. He can he can put the hards on and quite comfortably go to the end of this Grand Prix now. So that is a safety car. Well, saving grace safety car. So
Harassing, Smackinder in, Roscoe Arm in, Brad Tay in, T5 in, Dirty Orange in. This might help Nat Hammer after that little spin.
What do you reckon,
But that was harsh. I was watching on board of that. That was Big Match Johnny. That was Luke starting that one off with a tap up Big Match Johnny into Spoon. Suicide 5 then hit Big Match Johnny's spinning car. He had nowhere to go. Copped a penalty for it too, which was very harsh. And then the safety car got called from that, which was... They're all right. They're all going. So
they're all going. Yeah, we've
harsh safety car call. Yeah, that was very harsh.
We're on lap 13 of 27, folks. And we have only lost one driver, and that is of absolute, unfortunately, through the tricky first sector, folks. It lit up the rears, and around he went. So This will effectively be a free pit stop for absolutely everybody. Old boy, excuse me, approaching this. Well, he's in that third sector at the moment. Just making it back to the pit lane.
So old boy's
Put a fresh...
really going to be. Yeah, he's not been very lucky there, old boy, has he? Where that got called.
No, I mean,
Everyone else seems
but
to
he
have
should
hit it.
come
He's gonna
straight
dive
out in
now,
front.
though,
But
surely.
let's not forget the guys behind
He
him have
does.
to adhere to a delta, so he should come
Well,
comfortably back out in front. We will stay with Volts.
Volts
Volts is
22
pushing.
seconds
Well,
back.
Volts is pushing. Volts is pushing.
Yeah.
So, well, there you go.
Old boy's just leaving the pits. It was no wing change, just straight up
comfortably
tyre.
do it. He's going to comfortably do it.
He should be all right. Yeah.
As Volts has to adhere to a delta, he slows right up. Where is Old Boy exiting the pit lane now? And Volts has to stay behind him. So, Old Boy, there you go. Worked out for him in the end. And we'll resume. Well, never lost it. We'll take control of this grid once again. Behind the safety car, we have Old Boy, OSRL Volts, Harass in P3, 2-5. Hats off to the 2-5 man. P4, Mr. Fury Strat in P5. Smakinda with one of the drives of the day, P6. Johnny M4 in P7. Casey Dane, P8. Brad Tay, P9. P9 there, mate. He was a couple of spots behind Blue Dog before that safety car episode. And there you go, P9. Roscoe Arm into 10th. Blue Dog, 11th. Dirty Orange, 12th position. We've got Snooey in 13th place. Macedonian in 14th place. Luke down there in 15th. Big Match Johnny in 16th. And he got rid of those soft compound tyres, worn as all hell they would have been, as Tollers is in P17. Suicide 5, P18, and Nat Hammer is getting rid of that. Another soft compound, and he is in P19.
Yep, I'm just going to run through the penalties for you in 2 seconds' time. I'll just have a look at this while we've got a moment. So, Volts in P2 has currently got a 3-second penalty. Next up is Smakinda in 6th, who's got 5 seconds worth of penalties. Johnny M4 in 7th has got 8 seconds worth of penalties. Unkin Blue Dog, uncharacteristically, it's got 5 seconds worth of penalties. Luke's got 3 seconds worth of penalties. Down in 15th, we've got S5 with 3 seconds worth of penalties in 17th, and Tollers with 3 seconds worth of penalties in P18. We'll do the, while I'm here, we've got the menu up, we'll do the position changes. So, Old Boy up 2, Volts where he started, Harass up 1, 2-5 up 4, Fury up 6, Mackinder up 13, Johnny M4 up 2, Chasey down 1, Brad Tay where he started, Roscoe Arm down 5, Blue Dog up 3, Dirty Orange up 8, Snooey down 12, Macedonia down 2, Luke down 2, Big Match Johnny up 1, Suicide 5 down 11, Tollers down 8, Nat Hammer down 3, and obviously we have lost Absolute from the race. So still 19 runners and riders with 15 laps on the board.
And currently the fastest lap of this Grand Prix at the moment is with Roscoe Arm with a 1 minute 30.315. Of course, he was one of the leaders to box very early doors, trying to stretch a one stop. But of course, we've had this safety car, and it's absolutely thrown, well, the order in where they were all trying to fight for has all changed up a little bit there. So it's going to give us something interesting towards the end of this Grand Prix as we await Tollers is boxing again. And
he's boxing, yeah. I'll just keep an eye on that and see whether it was a pit and quit or whether he's actually staying along. He's fitting a no, so I think it's a genuine pit stop.
There you go. So Tollers,
but he is so far back from the pack.
Yeah, it's unfortunate, of course.
He might struggle. I think safety car might come in this lap, so he might struggle to get back on the pack. Obviously, Nat Hammer back down there as well. He might just about make it. I think Nat Hammer will probably just about make it by the end of the lap.
Be interesting to see. This safety car should be in very, very shortly, folks. We are on lap 15, approaching lap 16 of 27.
We've got a bit of a mixture.
Probably
mixture of tyres. Have a look at the tyres.
Yeah, they're all up on screen there, Howsy.
Yep, there's a bit of a mixture. I was just going to say, the top 4, we've all got hards on them. We've got Fury, who's gone for a medium there in that pit stop, as well as Chasey Dane, Brad Tay, and Roscoe Arm in the top 10, all going for a medium here.
Of course, the medium definitely will make it towards the end of this Grand Prix from this point on. The hard tyre, of course, they're going to be sitting ducks at the start, but the top 4 are all on the hards. We're still going to have one more lap behind this safety car, Housey, if you believe it or not.
Yep, we
So
are.
the lights have
Yep.
not gone out
Although
on
we had a
top of
very
that.
late call the other day. Literally, we had a call here. The safety car was going to go in, and it just fired off into the pits. Was that
Yeah.
Friday?
Yes, it was. Yes, it was. And of course, caused all
It
sorts
was,
of
it
havoc
was like a
behind.
bit strange. Yeah.
Yeah. So it was very, very strange from the
Uncharacteristic from Bert.
game.
Obviously, needed a comfort break or something. Was like, right, no, we're just coming now. Let him get on with it.
That's right, mate. That's exactly right. So, whoa, Volt's going a little bit deep there. I thought that was going to go right into the back of Old Boy, but navigated his rear wing quite nicely, if I do say so myself. Harassed there in 3rd position. I tell you what, he'd be looking for a good result here. 2.5 behind him, of course, a Div 2 driver having a cracking go out of it tonight. Excuse me. Mr. Fury Strat does love an aggressive strat, as so the name would tell you there, folks. In P5, that Team Renault.
What is that Hammer doing? That Hammer's just pitted again. He had the softs on, which I found quite strange. He's just pitted and put the softs on again.
Not too sure what Nat Hammer is doing, but that is...
How many stops has he made? Let's have a quick look. So he has made 3 stops, yeah.
So there you go. He will tag onto the back of this, and we will get a green flag at the end of this lap, folks. There he is now approaching the field in front of him, and in front of him is Tollers, of course, in that Alfa Romeo. So, well, Nat Hammer, he's going a bit different for the guys around him. He wants to get the jump. Those softs should just make it to the end. So watch for him.
Yeah, probably.
He's thinking.
Probably just, yeah.
He's thinking long term. So
Might have been a smart move, to be fair. I'll take it back.
I think
wasn't
it might
paying
have been.
attention to the lap counter.
I think it might be a smart move, mate, because
Why he went from soft to soft, I'm not sure.
well,
Unless
just
they
to guarantee,
probably
probably just to guarantee himself
Yeah,
that
but he
he's
had softs on anyway.
yeah, but probably to guarantee himself an extra lap in his pocket, mate, because it will be
Might
very,
have been.
very close. He'll be asking 11 laps or 10 laps on those softs. We do know from lap 9 onwards they are cooked. So
Here
just
we go
giving
then.
himself a
Safety car
little
is
bit
gonna
of
come
extra
in.
time. So we'll stay with Bolts at the moment, as we do never go with the leader, as these boys are probably watching the stream, getting an idea of what the leader
Be
is
careful,
doing.
boys, because everybody is slowing up now into the chicane. So let's not fire it around 130, please.
So we are watching this great helicam shot. Volts all over the gearbox of Old Boy, and it looks like Old Boy has just gone now. Volts was not caught napping. Have a look at this, and let's not forget Harass. Harass is there in P3 as well, so Volts is, well, his connection's a little bit dodgy there, but there you go. He's all over the gearbox of Old Boy on lap 17 of 27, folks. Mr. Fury Strat trying to make the most of that medium. As, oh no, 2.5s around, 2.5s around in the wall. He's still got all 4 wheels, but he has missed out, and that is a P4 for Mr. Fury Strat. Well, there you go. What have we got? Yellow flag, sector 1. Oh, these boys have got their racing hats on.
Damage for
And
Blue Dog.
do we have?
Blue Dog's got damage.
No, we
We've
don't
had
have.
a massive shindig at the back.
We certainly have.
So
mate.
I think there's an incident. Toller's Dirty Orange. Blue Dog was definitely involved in that somewhere.
Well, there you go.
So it's gone wrong for the Mert boys.
There you go. They are down the back of the field. One of them out. The other one well and truly out of place. I dare say they're going to box and fix their strats. Probably put a set of the softs on, fix those front wings, and run towards the end of this Grand Prix. Luke is still in 13th. We'll go back up to Roscoe Arm. Roscoe Arm is out there in 8th position is the lad. And I'll leave it with you, Housey, because I think it's come time for me to put a poll in the chat.
Yep, okay, so we're riding on board with Roscoe Arm. Snooey's just got past Brad Tay behind us. We're going to make this fast left-hander of 130 and head into the chicane. We're not going to be close enough to Chasey to make a move. We're trying to get a decent exit out of here. Old Boy sets the fastest lap with a 129.9. So Roscoe Arm's going to make a move here up the inside of Chasey Dane, down the start finish straight and into turn 1. It's nice and clean. No fighting it from Chasey, so good driving from them both. Roscoe Arm up to 7th. This lad is quick. I do know of him. I used to do a bit with him back in another league, DNE, a year or so back. He's a good lad. Does a lot of commentary as well. He's got his YouTube stream, so if anyone wants to go and check out VSR Roscoe Arm, go and check him out. Sure appreciate it. Blue Dog has
Hey,
retired from the
what's going
session.
on
Where is
here,
Blue
mate?
Dog?
Safety car, and how's he's plugging his
Yeah.
mates? What's going on here? Anyway, we will move on. No one. How's he plugging his mates? What's happening here? Anyway, we will move on. We have another safety car. Old Boy Volts Harass is our top 3. I've just put in a poll of the day, folks. It is in the top of the stream, and it is there. I could only select 5 drivers. They were the 5 drivers who I thought of. Get your votes in, folks. I have put in Old Boy Volts, Roscoe, Fury, and Smakinder, of course. And, well, there you go. So that is the voting. That will determine our driver of the day. We are on lap 18 of 27, Housey. And I'll tell you what, second safety car period at the moment. And who did we lose? We lost Blue Dog in that.
That Blue Dog. Yeah, it was in the final chicane. Which how do you crash and DNF there? I'm not quite sure. Hopefully he'll be in the chat in a minute to tell us what goes on. I doubt that would be on purpose, knowing Blue Dog.
No, it wouldn't. Be.
If he was gonna spit the dummy, I'm sure he would have done it in the half correct way of sticking it in the pits. So very strange one there. So we got Lukey Boy just diving in the pits under this safety car. Obviously, a lot of them only pitted a few laps earlier, so a lot of them staying out there. Luke's making a gamble though, but he's currently 16th anyway, so got nothing to lose. He might as well. He's going to put on the softs.
Yeah, so it's
okay. A Blue Dog saying he understeered into the pit wall. So maybe he was trying to get in the pits because to be fair, he did have that incident somewhere with Toller's Dirty Orange, and he was missing the front wing, so maybe he was just trying to get in the pit lane and got it slightly wrong and stoved it into the pit wall.
There you
would explain that.
He's calling out on his his teammate for this one, of course. There you go. But don't leave it. Don't put it in the Twitch chat, boys. There is a Discord for a reason, and keep your disputes to the Discord, of course. Put your incidents in. No one really needs to chat with anyone. Just get it done, and the stewards will take care of it. But we are under safety car period at this point, 19 of 27, folks. And we will go through this running order one more time while I put the championship table up again for you guys and girls at home. There they are there. They are on screen now, folks. But TCF Old Boy out in front here at Suzuka, Japan, closely followed by Volts. These two have been battling all Grand Prix, folks. It has been great to see. Harass is in 3rd place as a reserve in Team Red Bull. Doing a phenomenal job is Harass, as always. Mr. Fury Strat is all over the gearbox. I dare say, well, we might go green very, very soon because the grid is all caught up. So it'll be interesting to see if we go green. There's still, the lights are on. Is it going to be an early call? No, it is not. Mr. Fury Strat in 4th place. There he is there. Smakinder in 5th place. Johnny M4, P6. Tell you what, it's been a bit of a yo-yo, session from him this week. But good to see him up into P6. VSR Roscoe in P7. There he is there. Chasey Dane is in P8. Snooey, I tell you what, from being all the way out of the points from majority of this Grand Prix, have a look at the lad. He is in P9. Brad Tay, P10. Macedonian in P11. 2-5. There he is there. P12 is the lad. Johnny M4. Big Match Johnny, the Ferrari driver, of course, in P13. Nat Hammer in P14. Suicide 5, there he is there in reserve capacity, P15. And Lukey Boy in reserve capacity, P16.
So our highest reserve at the moment is that Brad Tay, 10th place, I believe.
Yes,
is it?
yes, it is.
Yep. Yeah, it is. So good performance from the silent assassin.
Yes, of course. Mr. Inconspicuous, we do call him, folks. Just simply for the fact that he's always there and thereabouts. You never really know. He's a great driver. Yeah, you never really notice him towards the end until towards the end, and you think, "Holy moly, how did he get
when you
there?"
look at the championship standings, then you're like, "Hang on a minute, who's this guy?
Yeah,
Didn't see him in the race. Who is he? Where did he come from?"
That's exactly right. P2 in the championship is the lad, and well, this vote is very, very close at the moment for driver of the day. It's a little bit early. We didn't expect this safety car to happen. But we've still got 6 laps after this one remaining, folks. And it is almost a tie between Roscoe and Fury at the moment. So
Yeah, I think Smakinda should have a few more votes personally. He'd have my vote here, I'm afraid, with a vote. He's up 14 places, Smakinda. He's having a great drive in that papaya McLaren.
Smooth operator. Smooth operator.
We have a
Are we
new
gonna go
follower.
green?
We've got Yoms.
Yeah.
Welcome to the stream. Your follower 736. This is Parabolical eSports, Oceania Division
736.
1. And well, I'll tell you what, we're about to go under green conditions here again, folks. And Old Boy leading this one, followed by Volts. Volts, this connection, that's a bit shocking to stay on that one there, but we'll go on the broadcast cam and let's just see if Old Boy can get him caught napping. And I'll tell you what, you're not going to do that if you, well, Volts, well, it's a bit of connection thing going across the ditch, but yeah, he caught him napping a little bit, a bit of better restart than the last one. But not by much. Old Boy leading this one by 0.6 of a second, just under restart. Harassed, the second of the flying Kiwis. He's all over the back of Volts. Mr. Fury Strat does have Smakinda for company. Smakinda doing a great job. What a fight back from this lad. And like you did say, Housey, I'm expecting him to poll great towards the end of this poll countdown. But yes, McKinnon P5, Johnny M4 P6, Roscoe Armour's got by Chasey. He's up in a P7 already. And let's just see what Roscoe can do. This is Team Williams. He's looking at the back of Johnny M4. Johnny M4 on 11 lap-old hards, folks. 11 lap-old hards. Roscoe on 7 lap-old mediums. So I dare say should get this job done. Oh, they've touched, but Johnny's able to hang on to it as Roscoe did lock up. You want to be careful because Chasey Dane and Snowy.
Wow. Go back a bit, have a look at this battle. We've got 2-5 Big Match Johnny, Nat Hammer S5. They are going at it, hammer and tongs back here. I've been watching it the whole restart. It is going off at the back.
Go back up. It is going off, but I think we're going to see Snowy. He's lining up Chasey Dane here, just in 130R. Snowy goes defensive. Chasey goes defensive. And, well, there you go. I think Snowy's going to tuck him behind. He's going to use the track to his advantage. I am keeping an eye on these telemetries as Luke is starting to close all over the back of Suicide 5 here. Luke is in P16, Suicide 5 P15, and oh, it's very close under braking. Lukey looking for a good exit coming out of this last corner, and you're not going to get it when you run up there. Suicide 5 goes defensive, but I think he's going to get it done. This is softs, new softs versus mediums that are 8 laps old, and that is job done. Snowy is all over the back of Chasey Dane here, Housey. And look at this train of cars. P6, P7, P8, P9. And this is where Snowy is going to come into his own, I do believe. We've got Blue Dog saying, harass, you go, you got this. Her Blue Dog is in the chat. Roscoe is leading the driver of the day at the moment by 1 vote. He's up into P7 and, well, he's fighting back. He's all over the back of Johnny M4. Have a look at Roscoe go on his debut. Doing a phenomenal job is the lad, as Fury and Roscoe are now tied at 16 apiece. This is having a cracking battle for driver of the day. There is not much time left, folks. There is not much time left. So there you go. Get your votes in, folks. Get your votes in. You can vote as many times as you like, and that will determine the driver of the day, of course. As Housey's noises, I'm still trying to work out.
Luke, yeah, sorry, Luke having a look at Nat Hammer back in 14th place, 14th and 15th. It was close. Luke, he had to back out of it slightly, but he's going to try and get the run on him. Down into 130 and then into the chicane. Now this is battling down the field. Old Boy sets another fastest lap, 2 in a row. That is 128.8. Luke can't get it done here, so he's going to need to get a good run out of this last corner, but he's just dropped back a bit, so this is going to be a late move into turn 1, surely, if he's going to do it. I think he's just lost that momentum slightly. He has. Yes. So what else we got going? Snowy's just got past Chasey Dane into P8.
Yeah, he has. So Snowy's up in a P8, and now he's got Roscoe. Roscoe for company, of course. Snowy will tap onto the back of this. Snowy's a very quick racer, and well, he's been out of position all Grand Prix. But this is the thing about the lad. This is what I reckon. He's like the Brad Tay of Division 1. I always used to call him Mr. Inconspicuous because he just goes about his business, to Snowy. He's one of those ones that, look, even if he's out of track position, of course, at the start of this Grand Prix, was dead last there for a good fair few of the first laps. he just goes about it and just one by one knocks them off, and all of a sudden he's within DRS zone of VSR Roscoe. So look at him tap onto the back. It didn't take him long, and he's already caught up to the back of this train.
Once he gets on the back of this train, he's got Johnny M4, Mackinder and Fury all just there as well.
Oh, and we have a tied driver of the day between Fury and Roscoe, so that is great to see. We'll get these boys in for a chat after this Grand Prix. Lap 24 of 27, Housey. 3 more to go, brother, and this one is done.
3. Got Ferrari around. Who's that?
Oh, is Roscoe going to send it? Roscoe is no, he's not. He thought better of it. This is a cracking battle. Johnny M4, Roscoe, and Snooey. And Roscoe was gonna send it, but thought better of it. He's got that rev glitch. I do apologise, guys and girls at home. We'll go to Snooey. There is Snooey, and that's what Snooey's looking at. So I tell you what, this is anybody's game here, mate.
It is, but just picking up on what Unky Blue Dog said earlier, it's looking good for Harass because Volts and Old Boy have both got penalties. Old Boy's got 5 seconds worth, Volts has got 3 seconds worth, so Harass has just got to sit here. He's just got to sit here.
He certainly does, and we've missed those time penalties from the boys up the front. What is going on? Old Boy, 5 seconds. Now, I dare say that is either a pit lane infringement or... well, he couldn't have hit the safety car. He would have got more than that. So, unless Volts tapped him under the restart, which I seriously doubt because I didn't see that at all. But yeah, that would be most likely a speeding in the pit lane infringement. So,
Snowy past Johnny M4 on the back straight up into 130. He's got that job done now. Johnny M4 has got 8 seconds worth of penalties, so he's going to drop majorly over the line.
He certainly is. And look at Snoo. I'm enjoying watching Snooey's fight back here, and I'm absolutely shattered I couldn't put him in the driver of the day because at that stage.
He's going to do it as well. He's going to get Roscoe out.
I think so. He's got a great run. Snooey around the outside. Whoa, this is going to be close. Oh, Roscoe's gone deep. Roscoe's gone deep. Snooey's got the job done, and that is up into P6. Great move from the Snoo man, the popcorn man, and he's showing his championship prowess. What a fight back. P6 from Snooey, and fantastic to see he's got Mackinder, his teammate.
Got his teammate now.
Yeah. I wonder if we're going to see some team orders here at.
He's got Fury
Team
as well,
McLaren.
just there as well, so he could bump up quite a few here. Snooey, he looks like he's got a bit of momentum at the moment.
Certainly does. Let's not forget, Mackinder has time penalties, folks. So it should be team orders. So he should let him by. He should let him by, of course. Snooey in fight as well. Volts is having a good look at Old Boy. It is only 0.2 of a second here now, folks. Volts has got his red racing helmet on. And, Old Boy, only 3 and a bit tenths, 4 tenths, as you can see. Anyway. And, he's going to keep it till the end of this position. But at the end of the day, I mean, knowing Volts, he will want to get this job done on track. And that is what it's all about. Harass has still got it, but Volts will want to get the job done on track knowing Volts. But anyway, Harass.
Mackinder. Oh, it's Mackinder on Fury into the chicane. They're going side by side. There's a bit of wheel banging going on.
Snooey's going to get it. Snooey's going to get it. Snooey's going to get him. And Snooey moves himself up into 5th position. What a fight back as Mackinder tucks in behind his teammate. And there you go. So Snooey from, well, there you go. Lap 26 is up into 5th position. And that is a phenomenal drive to save for himself.
Trying to work it out.
Amazing. Absolutely amazing.
So quick hello in the chat to Ramsel who's joined us. Hello Ramsel, nice to see you, brother. But these time penalties, obviously, Old Boy's got 5 seconds, Rolfs has got 3. I'm just looking at where Fury and Snooey are in terms of being able to pick up some places. We might end up.
Oh, Volts has gone into the back. Sorry, Housey. But Volts has gone into the back of Old Boy. He's just done his front right end plate. And give me a good camera view, please. Give me a good camera view because I saw some wing, and there it is. There it is, folks. He's hit him again. He's going to be out. Oh, Volts is out. He's retired from the session, and that is disastrous from Volts. Absolute disastrous from Volts, and he is knocked. He is done. Well, what is Volts doing? What is Volts doing?
That looked a bit questionable to me, I'm afraid.
That looked very kickable too. So that was disgusting
like
driving from Volts. And if that is the case, Voltsy boy, that might be
got it
the
on my
last time
screen.
we see you, my friend. But we will move on. We will move
So
on.
harass now, P1. Old boy's going to be absolutely spewing at that. I mean, I don't know what went on, but look, let's face it here, boys. We're a bunch of grown men. We should be a bunch of grown men. Any sort of driving that is, you know, intentionally trying to take people out will not be tolerated and is not tolerated and is just definitely not welcome here. So if you want to race Mario Kart, go and do it somewhere else.
That's right, of course. And if the stewards deemed to that have been deliberate Volts, we would have seen the last of you, mate. So there you go.
Again, you know, if there's disputes on track, that's what we've got a stewards panel for. Don't do stupid things. Just whatever happens, happens. This is racing. We are gaming. You know, we get a little bit of lag here and there. Let's just put your reports in at the end and let the stewards deal with it. Don't take matters into your own hands. Right. Anyway, we're done with that.
We're done with that.
Harass has got the
probably
lead.
done with Volts. So anyway, Harass does the
Harass
lead.
has got the lead.
Have the lead. He is 1.9 seconds ahead. Absolutely
as I
ahead.
was just
So there you
saying,
go.
yeah. I was just about to
Snooey.
say we'd have Harass, Snooey and Fury on the podium, and that's what we've got now. Obviously, old boy having a problem, but I think he would have dropped off the podium anyway, to be honest with you.
But not down to where he is now. That was disgusting
Not down
behaviour.
to where he is now.
Anyway,
No.
we move on. We will move on. We will harp on that. And I promise you,
S5's got the fastest lap.
I will sort all of that out in due course. But I tell you now, I promise you, folks, if that was deemed to have been deliberate, Volts, you are gone. Anyway, moving
Grown
on.
men and women, but there's no women here today.
Harass
Sorry.
wins this one. Snooey P2, Mr. Fury
Nice.
Strap P3,
Snooey, what a
Roscoe
drive.
P4, Macedonian P5, Smakinda will get P7 in the end, Chasey Dane P6, Brad Tate P9, P8, excuse me, 2-5, P9, Johnny M4 takes the last point of this one. TCF Old Boy is in P11. Do not know there, mate. Luke in P12 and Nat Hammer will come across the line in dead last.
So Suicide 5 had something on the last lap there. Suicide 5 takes the fastest lap of the race with a 1:28.7, but he was retired. So only 13 finishes there, Skate, in the end.
Yep.
Great drive from Harass. Big congratulations to him. But what a drive. What a drive from Snooey. What a recovery.
I tell you what, Volts.
You've got to give him that.
I tell you what, that last thing between that Racing Point Volts and Old Boy.
So Smakinda gets game driver of the day.
Has
Who
put
got
a dampener on
the
this Grand Prix, folks. We do apologise. No
who got our driver of the day, Skate?
It
Can you
was
do
a
that
tie
quickly?
between Roscoe and Fury. So those two boys will be in for
tie
a drive.
again. We had a tie in Div 2 as well.
We certainly did have a tie. So there you go. The boys sprang the champagne, of course.
Harass struck his stuff. Yeah. We'll go through this finishing order when we get it up on the screen after these boys have got all sticky.
There you go. So Harass leading this one. P1, P2 Snooey, P3 Fury Strat, Roscoe P4, Macedonian P5, P6 was Chasey Dane, Smakinda P7, Brad Tay P8, 25 P9, Johnny M4 P10. Old Boy, there you go. That crap that happened between him and Volts, he has thrown him out of the points. The fastest lap of the Grand Prix was by Suicide 5. 1:28.795 from that lad. And there you go. So that is the running order. We'll let this all sort itself out for the stewards. And there you go. To get the timing screens up, I'll go on a quick pause, folks. Make sure these drivers all have an interview. We've got Harass and Snooey and Fury. They all have... There you go. I've got to get Roscoe into the chat because he is tie driver of the day. But I'll just go on a back soon screen and I'll be back in a sec. Okay, so we are back, folks. And, well, Snooey hasn't joined yet. Oh, hang on a minute as I speak to the devil. There he is. Snooey. I tell you what, mate, you did that absolutely brilliantly. Of course, that lap one Turn one, went a little bit wide there, maybe forced a little bit wide, down towards the back of the grid. That whole Grand Prix, but typical Snooey in typical Snooey fashion. Just kept plugging away, pegging away, folks. And next thing you know, the lad is finishing third. So congratulations, Snooey, on a great drive, mate, yet again.
Thanks, mate. It was a good drive.
Yeah, so of course, just after that restart there, Volts got a bit eager on Old Boy. He went to do a bit of a dive on that hairpin, cost himself an end plate. Then after that, next thing you know, they were both off track. So I'm not too sure what happened there, mate, but I'll tell you what, it opened up the door for you. Of course, Old Boy falling well and truly out of the points this Grand Prix, finishing P11. So, very interesting. Of course, your championship rivals, old mate Kurt, One Slick Mofo, missing this one. So your chance to stretch your leg. And I'll tell you what, the Popcorn Man is the only one who wants this championship. He has stretched his lead. Congratulations again, Snoo.
Thanks. And yeah, honestly, Old Boy deserved that because took me out in the formation lap, made me start on cold tyres, and then took me out turn one. So I'm more than happy to see him P11. Well deserved.
There you go. So drivers taking stuff into their own hands. We'll worry about that one a bit later. So that is not what we want to see. But anyway, we will move on. P2 in this Grand Prix. Refresh my memory there, Housey. Who was P2? Fury Strat.
I was P2, by the way.
Oh, Snooey was P2. Yeah, Fury Strat got P2. And there he is there. Of course, my co-commentator every now and then for the Oceania Division 2. But Fury Strat, Mr. Aggressive Strat, gets the job done. P2, mate. Well done, mate.
Yeah, mate, I'm ecstatic. I'm absolutely over the moon. Yeah, I was coming into this one. I wasn't confident at all. And then, yeah, qualifying P11, I thought, oh, this is going to be interesting. And yeah, went the aggressive strat, and it paid off. And I got my first podium in my division, and that's what I wanted, man.
No way.
Yeah, just over the moon.
Is this your first podium?
So, yeah.
Oh, congratulations, Mr. Fury Strat broke the Ducks back. So we had a couple of them. We had two of them in Division 2 of Suicide 5 and Black Moon. Now we've got one in Division 1. Mr. Fury Strat breaking the Ducks back. Got his first podium. P2. Congratulations, brother. Well done.
Yeah, as I said, man, I'm absolutely ecstatic. A bit shattered for Old Boy. Yeah, a move from Volts that was a bit eager into Spoon on the second to last lap was a bit how you go and actually clipped Volts' wheel. It was still on the track as I was coming through, but yeah, like great drive from Snowy. I had nothing to fight him with when he came up to me and harass as well. He had pretty awesome pace on those hards at the restart. So
well, let's not forget though, Fury,
know.
you were tied driver of the day with Roscoe Arm, according to the viewers. So we'll get to Roscoe in a little bit, but congratulations on your maiden podium as we move to our first place man, Mr. Harass. Tell you what, mate, been a while since you've done a driver interview, but congratulations on another great drive. Awesome stuff to see that Red Bull up into P1. Well done, mate.
Thank you, mate. Yeah, I got a good start. And then a couple of laps later, I was just getting swamped by Old Boy and Volts, and at one point I got taken off track by Volts because he was lagging quite a bit.
Yeah.
But yeah, they had more pace than me, and yeah, Old Boy probably should have won that. I saw them battling in those last couple of laps, and then they both went off track, and I just slid on through.
Yeah, that's it, mate.
I think you would have taken it anyway, Harass, to be honest with you, because they had penalties in front of you. I think you'd have ended up
they
with
did have
anyway.
penalties in front of you. Yeah.
Old Boy had a 5 second, and I think Volts hit him under the safety car, so he would have got that removed anyway.
Yeah, can confirm it was Volts hitting him under safety car.
There you go.
Okay.
Yeah, because Volts was lagging quite a bit.
Well, that might
Even worse for Old Boy then.
Well, that might play into, because he finished 11th, so that with that 5 seconds, it might move him back up into P10 to get himself a championship point. But we'll wait for the stewards to do their thing. But of course, Harass, another great job by you, Mr. Consistency, as they call you. Great job, great drive. Well done, brother.
Yeah, thank you, guys.
Well done.
As we move to our debutant, because he was a tied driver of the day, Mr. Roscoe Arm, mate. Welcome to the commentary box. Welcome to Parabolical eSports. Driver of the day, first time out. Not bad, brother. Not bad.
Yeah, he could say it's not too bad, but it's just a bit of an annoying race. Probably could have been a lot higher, maybe on the podium, perhaps. But look, it's just one of those things, really. Could I have done that, or should I have stayed on the hard cop out of tyres? Look, I screwed up my last quali lap. That probably screwing me around a little bit, but I had to try something really. But all in all, it was a lot of fun. I may have squeezed, I can't remember the other McLaren, not Snewy, the other McLaren dude at Degna. Yeah, that's him. I may have squeezed him a little bit at, Degna 1 there. If I did, I apologise about that, but I had to try something really just to, try for a podium, but I'll take a P4, it's not too bad. I'm not really going for the championship or anything, I'm just here to have fun, so I think we'll go again next week, I suppose.
That's it. So we're at USA next week, folks, and this has been Oceania. We have been missing a lot of drivers this week. There is still one full-time seat available for this division, of course. We have got a debutant in Nodstry next week. He will make an appearance in Team Haas, and I know he's looking forward to this one. He's a rapid driver, and looking forward to see him strut his stuff out there in the streets. Well, not the streets, the circuit of the Americas. Yes, that is exactly where we're at next. But that has been this one. Done and dusted there, folks. How's he? Quick summary, mate. What did you reckon?
Oh, well, I thoroughly enjoyed that race, to be honest with you. Some great recovery drives, obviously. Snewy, Roscoe Arm on his debut, done a good drive. Obviously, Harass, great drive to actually start the race from a decent position and see what he's got. Very unlucky for Old Boy, but on the whole, I think that was a very good and exciting race, and pretty much, maybe there's some questions, but on the whole, very good, clean driving from everybody. So
exactly
good
right.
Props to them for that.
Fantastic
I'm looking
stuff.
forward to USA next week.
Most definitely, mate. We certainly are. And we do hope you've enjoyed that stream. Please stick around, folks, because at 1:15 BST in 45 minutes' time, Division 4 are going to kick off. They are going to kick off your Sunday racing in Europe, folks, followed by Division 3 at 3:30 p.m. BST, Division 2 at 5:45 p.m. BST, and the main event, Division 1 at 8 p.m. BST. Let's not forget, if you're also interested, the PC is in its infancy, still looking for drivers. Please join through the rest of the streams or go back through this one, click that Discord link and get yourselves in the server, of course. But for us, for now, this has been Suzuka Japan. We hope you've enjoyed that one. I am See Me Skate. That was Hello There, Housey. Goodbye from us for now.